Oh my God, it's time. Who is so excited?
It is time.
Holy cow, guys, we have got a room full of people right now.
Some pretty good talent showed up, huh?
I'm thinking so. Tell us about them just a little bit, guys.
Michael Todd.
Oh my God! So the undercard matches have the potential to outshine the main card. It's crazy. We had some matches fall through last minute. Had a lot of people showed a lot of interest to get involved in the Monster Factory. So super excited about the talent we have here today. So thankful and grateful for these guys to show up. But yeah, I think we got something special.
Yeah, special is kind of a light word to the talent that you have brought in here. Super, impressed. One, you've got some of the biggest matches in the last 2-3 months that have really changed the trajectory of the sport. And to have a match like this after East versus West, King of the Table, I personally think this is where it's at. The format's there. And I just think I personally, as a veteran of 30 years plus, am just beside myself at the talent and what you guys have done.
Well, first of all these folks behind me, y'all give them a big holler. Come on. I don't know. That didn't sound like any winners to me. Let me hear it again. All right. So what we have got here are 20 competitors, and we have also got 10 VIPs, plus we've got some corner people in the room. Super exciting times going on. Now, I've got just a little bit of housekeeping because I missed, Michael Todd, 3 super chats last night on our live video.
Oh, my goodness.
Which absolutely broke my heart. So I'm going to give you guys a shout out right now. White Wolf. He said huge respect to Pavlo after his last match with John. So Pablo getting a big hands up there. Dennis Smith says the always honorable Paul Linn. Let's go. With a group like this, everyone wins, especially the fans. Absolutely exciting times. And the arm wrestling fan. Good question for next event. Can fans purchase seats? We had 10 purchase seats here.
We offered the VIP and all 10 spots were gone in less than 24 hours. We do have some big goals here at the Monster Factory. So if it does come to fruition, we will be able to house a few more VIP seats.
Absolutely. So last night, if you saw the live, you know that Luke Poulter is our head referee, and he went through the rules at length. But for those of you just now queuing in, we are going to go ahead and start with Luke so that he can break it down in an abbreviated form for us. Go ahead, Luke.
Hey, thanks, Rebecca. Again, my name is Luke Poulter. I'm your master referee for this evening's event. I've got Stephen Logsdon from Kansas City helping me out up here, and Phil Woody from the UK, all the way over from the UK, and generous enough to help me on the table. When the competitors come to the table, they're going to put their elbows down on the pad and get a thumb grip. Competitors have 30 seconds to get their grip. Once they have a grip, I'm going to square their shoulders up. I'm going to make sure that we're centered front and back on the table to make sure that our wrists are square and fair. Thumb knuckles can be seen, and it's going to be a ready go. Once the match starts, we have running fouls for tonight, which means any of those small elbow fouls that happen during a match, that was a little big, that happened during the match, Steve is going to get a running foul. If Steve has a running foul and he wins the match, Steve simply gets a restart. Now, with that restart, he's going to still have a foul because remember, he had that running foul. That foul stays with him. It doesn't just magically vanish. If he is on a running foul and Phil pins him, Steve lost. Okay, to get that restart, Steve has to get the win. Now, elbow fouls that are not running fouls. If the elbow comes off the front, side, or back of the pad, that is just a foul. It is not a running foul. If we get some big, egregious hops on the starts or during the match, Phil is so powerful, leveraging backwards with posting and pulls Steve way up off. That is going to be a foul on Steve and a restart of the match. False starts are warnings. Like always, 2 warnings equal a foul. 2 fouls will equal loss of match. So again, we're going to walk through a scenario. Steve has a big elbow hop on the start. We stop the match. He has a foul. Next match starts. Steve gets a runner. That is a stop of the match and a loss for Steve because that is a second foul. Okay? Just want to make sure that our fans understand what we're doing up here. If we have anybody in the house that could possibly go to a King's move tonight, what we are going to be looking for is a negative angle of the humerus in a neutral or losing position. It's a warning. If Steve gets his warning and comes up, he's fine. If he goes back down again and gets his second warning, remember, guys, 2 warnings equals 1 foul. Stop a match and a restart. The King's move foul is not a runner. Okay? Now, if we have somebody, say, in the King's move or an outside top roll in a legal position, come up here, and he is pinning, right? And his tip of his elbow is up off the pad, but it's within the circumference. His arm is on the pad, as we can see here. When you're pinning somebody, big, heavy forearms will cause it to come off. Back onto that tricep will cause that to come off. As long as that elbow stays within the perimeter of the pad, we're perfectly legal. There's no call. There's no foul there at all. If you can't get your grip within 30 seconds, we go to a referee's grip, okay? With a referee's grip, I'm going to square your shoulders. I'm going to place your elbows where I need them on the pad for a fair and equitable start. We're going to bring the thumbs together. We're going to close our thumbs. I'm going to ask the competitors if they want their thumb covered or not. Once I get that, we're going to close the hands. It's again a ready go. Any movement in the referee's grip, guys, is a foul, okay? I close Steve first, and he readjusts his fingers. That's a foul. He moves his elbow. He moves his shoulders. Any movement in the referee's grip's a foul. Slips. All slips go to the strap, okay? There is no such thing as an intentional slip at the Monster Factory. A slip goes to the strap. You slip apart, we're going to strap you together. In applying the strap, I'm going to put your elbows where I need them to get equal webbing for a fair application of the strap. Now, we're not in a referee's grip in this instance. I get the strap on. You're welcome to get your grip, move your elbows where you want them. Everything is good. We are in a referee's grip. I'm going to do that same thing. I'm going to strap it. I may need to move those elbows again after the strap is applied to get to where I can do a fair referee's grip. But remember, those positionings while I'm putting on the strap are just simply so I can get a fair strap on the competitors so that everybody is getting as good a start as we can possibly get. And guys, that is the bullet points of the primary rules that we're using at the Monster Factory tonight, and we are going to have a fantastic time. Guys, thanks for helping me out.
Well,
Awesome job.
He hit that well. Very informative. Great job up there. You know, you got some of these guys wanting different things, and he's laid it out to where this is your format. This is simple. We're not going to do 10 other people's rules. We're going to do ours.
Well, we lived in the Arm Wars for so long.
Right.
It just seemed like the most entertaining, the fairest to the athletes, makes the most sense, easy to do. So that's just what we chose to do here.
Well, to put it kindly, what Neil actually came up with for Arm Wars works perfectly. So there's no reason to reinvent the wheel. So we just said, hey, Neil, this is what we want to do. We want to adopt it for the Monster Factory. It works well. It's holding true to what arm wrestling is at its core, but it's also allowing matches to continue without having to have a bunch of stops.
And Rebecca, I agree with that more than anything. And nowadays we're seeing more referees' decisions than arm wrestlers making the decision or making the pins. And we appreciate what you've done and made this about what we truly love, and that's arm wrestling. It's who the best man or woman is at any given time this day.
I tell you what, that's what this whole event is about, is the arm wrestling, and that's what we want to get on to. Now, I want to have one little shout out. I see a bunch of you throwing up some super chats, and I'm super excited. Thank you so much for supporting this event. I guarantee you it will go forward or go towards helping with the Monster Factory 3, which is already on the schedule. Super excited about that.
Do we want to go ahead and say that date?
Well, how about let's hold them out
Okay,
to it,
we're gonna
okay?
see
We'll hold them out to
A
it.
little suspense going on here in the Monster Factory.
Already got a couple of
Already.
great matches set up. But anyways, let's move on. Let's get this thing started. Match number one, guys. Tell us who it is.
We got a guy representing Arm Sports Entertainment, another promoter doing some great things. One of the best referees in the world today, Mr. Tim Talmadge, coming up against Michigan's own Darin Bills, 9th-ranked arm wrestler, 10-year puller. Impressive, guys. I think we're going to see something good here. We got a hook guy, top roller, little this, little that. Tell me what you guys think and what's going on there.
Well, I don't really have an opinion on this match because I haven't seen a whole lot of it. But what I want to see is their head-to-head. Let's go ahead and roll those stats. And we are back already. Wow, that was some quick stats getting our folks up there to the corner. So, guys.
So what we got right here is Craig Tulllier is going to corner man over here with Tim Talmadge. Tim Talmadge is a current national champion. Listen, I talk to Tim on a daily basis. We talk a lot of business about this sport. He's concerned about this strong guy from Michigan. Kind of an unknown, doesn't get out in front of the cameras as much as some of the other guys do, but he's a 9th-ranked arm wrestler. And
definitely a stock-built dude, too. And when I shook his hand, he got a nice thick hand. Happy to have him. But let's get this thing started. Let's see some matching.
Is it me, or does Tim look like he's about to head out for a round of golf? Well, I mean, look at him in his collared shirt. Is he pulling off some Todd Hutchings here?
That was Don Underwood, first of all.
Oh, yeah.
So let's add a little class, put some collared shirts on these arm wrestlers. And some people liked it, some people didn't. I personally do. I'm old and fat, and it doesn't matter what I think. But, hey, I convinced him to do it. And here we are, and he's representing himself in our sports entertainment shirt right here at the MonsterFactory. Here we go. This is going to be a fire.
All right, guys.
We got Tim on the left, Darin on the right. Arizona versus Michigan. We got a couple of hookers here, Michael Todd. You know a little bit about that.
I used to know a lot about inside pulling. Now I'm more of an outside guy.
Well, you do a little bit of everything, and you do it very, very well. Now, I'm going to tell you, Tim is concerned a little bit about the inside power. We've talked a little about it. I'm anxious to see what's going to happen here.
Well, he definitely looks like he's going to go for the hand. Darin looks pretty confident right with his fingertips.
He's definitely supinating in, looking for his good move. Go! Oh, well, we got it.
I'm going to be honest. Tim's hand looked like he had control.
Big time.
That actually looked pretty good for Tim.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, you know as well as I do, not everybody can do it. But, people like Todd Hutch, when they lose their hand, they're able to continue. But I'll tell you, guys like myself, without a hand, I might as well just hang it up. I'm done.
It's never really been your go-to, right? You wanted that hand and wrist control. I was a little bit opposite.
You are a different person.
If you took my hand, you
it didn't
had to beat my arms.
So. Yeah, no, you are one of the exceptions. I got to tell you. Again, watching you and traveling with you for so many years, and it's funny that certain people do some things great, and you've just learned how not to lose great, and that's amazing.
No, I appreciate that, Woody. It's always nice to have you around. I always feel so much better.
That's
all the compliments.
I'm not sure how to take that. I got a gimpy old man. I'd feel better if I was hanging out with me too. All right, so back to the table, folks. We got Tim on the left, Darin Bills on the right. Tim had some hand control right before the slip. Can he maintain and get some offense against this strong athlete from Michigan?
Set your grip, guys. Don't move. Ready, go.
Tim's got hands. Side
Tim's
pressure.
got good hand position.
Lay it out. And your winner, Tim Talmadge. Well, that's impressive.
So I was actually a little nervous that he wouldn't be able to have this match simply because I heard that he had a bit of an injury. But right now,
got a micro tear in his shoulder. And listen, he is anxious to compete. You know how it is. Michael Todd, you've had injuries your whole career.
But super excited right now because we are actually the sponsors of this
We are the
first
sponsors?
2 matches. Yes, let's roll some Monster Factory.
Let's see it.
And we are back at the table, guys.
Well,
getting ready for that grip.
Super impressed. There's a lot of people out there talking about this. Darin Bills is the majority, saying he's just too strong. Tim wouldn't be able to do it. As long with Tim's injury,
Yeah, everything just looked really good for Tim in the slip, and once he got in the strap, he looked like he was the guy that had the most control.
It was patience and knowledge of what to do.
Hey, let's go ahead and ask John to go ahead and zoom in just a little bit tighter there. We want a better look at the athletes right there.
Now bring that in tight on him, John. Let's let these look at him. Sitting tight. He's got it again.
That was nice.
Patience and again. Just doing what he's doing.
All right.
Super impressed with
I'm
Tim.
very impressed with that.
Let's talk about sometimes with these hookers and why they're hookers. And you see this a lot. If you don't have a hand or wrist, a lot of times you go in and you get really good at it. And you get somebody smart knowing how to post and run some of the lanes pressures. Maybe not always a stronger guy can win.
No, and I'm not saying that Darin is necessarily the stronger guy, but I'm saying right now that Tim Talmadge's post and back pressure and pronation looked very, very strong, and he was able to control the outcome of that match pretty easily.
Super impressed. I'd like to see this young man from Michigan take it personal. It looks like the life's pulled out of him. Tim has got control.
Having a look at Craig rubbing that shoulder there on Tim. You think his shoulder's good?
I don't know, but I hope Craig touches and rubs me like that later.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I am going to be asking and hoping.
Let's keep it
We have
PG.
like a wish list, like special kids.
One little thing I want to say is I just got a message about, hey guys, skip out of the chat real quick, hit that like button, keep this thing rolling. I think we're at like 4,600 people watching right now. Share with your friends.
There's actually 54 just on this platform, Michael.
Yeah,
You forget we can only see this platform.
Hey guys,
That's
listen.
crazy.
A lot of people may be doing their lawn or doing their laundry or spanking their kids. I don't know what's going on, but listen, give them a call. Let them know we're live and in living color right here, Monster Factory Arm Wrestling. Hey, and brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee, Nine Line Apparel, McHenry Excavating, Redcom One. Just a great representation of sponsors. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with them and what's going on with Monster Factories dealing with those guys.
Well, we're truly blessed to have our brand partners, 2022 Nine Line Apparel, Redcon One, McHenry Excavating. Black Rifle Coffee came out for the title sponsor of this event, along with the other four sponsors we had that you're going to see some really cool integrations. But we're about to get back to round two. I'm going to come back and talk to you about these guys and thank these guys throughout the event. But I want to see some arm wrestling. Round three. I
thank everybody. Tim Talmadge up 2-0 from Mr. Bills from Michigan. I got to tell you,
forgot about a round for a second.
I don't see anything changing. It looks like Tim's in total control and cruising to victory. But you know how this goes at any given time.
Oh, I mean, anything could change, but right now it just looks like that top row is too much for Darin.
Darin, yeah.
Stop. Elbow. Front of the pad.
We got an elbow foul before the slip, so we are not going to the straps.
To the table, Tim.
Once again, Tim Talmadge up 2-0. Tim representing his own company of Arm Sports Entertainment, an absolutely great promotion in its own right. Michael has allowed him to come in and collaborate, side referee in some cases if Luke's competing. There it is again. Just complete patience.
Winner.
Well, we don't like to see that, but guys, put your hands together for these two athletes.
Great job, Darin. Happy to have you.
We got Don Hollywood Underwood coming up next.
I'm going to pull these guys real quick.
All right, yeah, we got to interview him real fast.
Good match, guys.
Great one, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Darin Bills here. Just come off the table with Tim Talmadge. Darin, tell us what happened. Tim got you at 3-0, and I don't think a lot of people thought that was going to happen. I can tell you right now, Tim himself didn't think it was going to happen. Tell me what happened up there.
He just was stronger than me. I've got no excuses either because I came in strong today. No injuries,
you definitely
no nothing.
looked the part.
Yeah, he just took hand control on me, which really surprised me. I thought I'd be strong enough to stick him into a hook, but he was getting a little bit higher than me and just out-techniqued me today for sure and felt much stronger than I expected, to be honest.
I got to tell you, I was paying attention early, and little Steven Logsdon, if you don't know him, he's a super talented, smart arm wrestler. Give Tim some pointers, and I think he absolutely did it. It worked in his favor, and I hate to see you go down like that, especially fouling out the last one.
Yeah.
But listen, thank you so much for coming out and supporting, representing Michigan well. We hope to see you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sir.
Thanks for coming, Darin. Here we are with the
look at, I just got to tell you, this guy walked up with a whole different strut. I mean, you act like you just accomplished something, Mr. Talmadge. Tell us what just happened here at the Monster Factory.
I surprised myself.
We've had the conversation.
Yeah, I felt good coming into it. I've done some work on the shoulder.
But you're injured. Tell us what's going on with that.
I tore my rotator like 6 weeks ago, and I've just been rehabbing it, and no excuses, win or lose. I was ready to battle.
And that's what I think everybody here is about. Michael's really done well getting the right people, positive attitudes, good, strong athletes, and no matter what, coming in here and putting on a show.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you did. We talked a little bit about some of the strengths of Darin and what he's doing. You see him online with these big lifts, and he's super impressive. You were nervous coming in. I seen you getting support from Steven. It seems like you implemented some of the stuff that he talked about. Tell us what you talked about and why you did what you did.
But yeah, I mean, I went over it with Craig, and I was just trying to get hand control. That was my main thing. I know he's a strong hooker, and I've known to be a hooker, but I just knew if I could take hand control and go over the top of him, I think I had it.
Yeah, somebody told me that. And how much are you per hour?
Yeah, I'm cheap.
Listen, Tim Talmadge, Arm Sports Entertainment, your champion tonight in the
Thanks,
Super
guys.
Match.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Tim, for having me.
All right, baby. It
Hey,
is
honey.
down to you and I, you sexy beast.
It's just the two of us. It's just the two. Hey, I don't have a singing background, so it's not going to be that.
Yeah, well, I'm just really glad. Well, yeah, okay. Making sure they got that camera on us because y'all don't want to see all that nakedness that was transpiring up there.
They get freaky up in the Monster Factory.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
So apparently, this is round or match 2, and
This
we
is
have
match
got. It was a late edition because he came in to cover someone who had to leave because of injury.
Right.
So we've got Don Underwood versus the king of primal beef.
There you go. Primal Beef Jerky's own Devin Gagniben.
Absolutely. Super excited about this match. Now tell me there's a ranking thing here, right?
I don't remember exactly. I think super heavyweights currently Devin is ranked 17th in North America. Don is ranked 19th. Don was in the top 10 about 12 to 15 months ago. He's had some injuries, and he's taken a couple of losses that's dropped him down the rankings a little bit. I know nothing about what that feels like, but yeah, he's currently. This is a match that would help him out a lot if he can pull out the win.
Well, absolutely. That is just absolutely awesome. And I got to tell you, I have never seen anybody more excited than Devin about this match coming up. Every day he's messaging me, what kind of promos can I be doing? I'm super excited about this, super happy to have this opportunity. He told me a little backstory. Apparently, one of the first tournaments he went to, he actually met Don Underwood, and he was kind of like starstruck. So now here he is meeting him on the table. Let's have a look at how they measure up head to head. Roll that, John. Keep going. Okay, so how does that look there? I can't actually see them.
I see arms crossed Don Hollywood Underwood and a double bicep flex from Devin Gagman. I think we're doing just
Looks
fine.
like we got a 20-year age difference, only 2 inches difference in height, and the weight's they're actually pretty damn close. They measure up pretty damn close.
Pretty close. Couple of big fellas for sure.
Well, let's go ahead and get those beasts to the table.
All right, guys. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Good match.
All right, here we go. We got the experience of Don Hollywood Underwood. Now, I found out yesterday when he was talking that Devin's actually been pulling since 2010. He just pulled till 15, then took a break. So he has, quite a bit of experience underneath his belt. This first ready go is going to tell us a lot.
Wrist down.
I'm going to tell you, Devin looks pretty strong right there.
Okay, hold your grip. Stop loading. He's not going to load.
Don is looking for that fast start. See if he can explode through his fingers.
Right, easy, guys. That's not even a false start yet.
You see Devin's brother looking hard, trying to figure out
Yeah.
what's going to happen right there. You know he's about to be
Here we
excited.
go.
Ready, go!
One elbow foul on Hollywood.
Again, bobbles do not stop a match. Those are running fouls. But if it actually comes off the front, side, or back of the pad, that is a match stop.
Now you got one foul. Get your grip.
So it's a very nice hit by Don, but also very good stop by Devin in a hook.
Go to center.
Looked like he felt really comfortable.
Center, guys.
And Don's going to want to get a faster start and maybe try to compromise that wrist.
Wrist, Woody.
And we know he can be explosive.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. That hand wasn't going anywhere.
I think he was a little bit afraid of getting another foul, and he didn't
Did
quite
not look
hit
like he
as
hit
explosive.
as hard as he did round one.
Absolutely. So, Michael Todd, this is another one that is being sponsored by the Monster Factory.
What?
Super
Check us out. We're
excited
killing
about
it.
that. So, guys, if you have not been to monsterfactory.shop, you need to go have a visit there. And not only do we have arm wrestling training equipment, we have
Well, we also have the Monster Factory arm wrestling table that you can see these guys arm wrestling on. But what's most important is Monster Michael Todd's Bachelor Diet. You can go check it
Bachelor
out.
Diet.
It's a downloadable meal plan, teaches you your macros. It's perfect if you want to get in the best shape of your life.
we had Don wanting to get back up to that table, but we are forcing these athletes to take the full 60-second rest. So they're not playing on the Michael Todd plan here.
Well, I did that in 2018 against Devin, hoping that he would comply, and fortunately he did. Our refs are a little bit more sticklers here, so they're not letting any athlete to the table until the 60-second time limit is up.
Well, I will tell you, the thing is that we got a good referee in Luke Pulcher. He is a master referee, guys, WAF, and he has zero bias, does not care who wins, but he also will not hesitate to foul you should you deserve one.
All right, here we go. Squaring the shoulders. Don is going to have to change it up a little bit. He's going to have to keep that elbow down, but Devin probably gained quite a bit of confidence with that last 10.
Wrist down. Wrist down. Wrist down. Ready, go. No, stop. Elbow off the back of the pad. Done.
Damn, Don.
From here, that doesn't look like a big foul, but it must be far enough off the back where it is a match stoppage foul.
Mm-hmm.
But even if it would have been a runner, it probably wouldn't have been great because Woody would have had to expend more energy to get the win and then just to get a restart. So he's got the one foul. He gets another crack on the go. So let's see what happens.
Off the knuckle. There you go. Stay there. Good.
Come on, guys.
Devin
Come on,
definitely
guys.
came strong for this match. He was
He
proud of
came
this
wanting to make a
opportunity.
statement.
Oh, dude. Yeah, this is his first ever super match for what I understand. And the young man is not disappointing at all.
Ready, go.
All right. So that switched things up a little bit. Sweet.
Now they're even.
They're even in this round, one foul apiece. Devin got really aggressive. I think I got a little overconfident and tried to
But Don
hit.
stopped that.
Yeah,
hit.
he actually compromised his own wrist with his side pressure attack. So if Woody can learn from that, can stay patient, he's got a good chance of pulling out the win here.
Are we having some folks have some issues with 7x7 pads here?
Well, you know,
Going off the
we
front,
switch
going off
them
the back.
to- what's that place that Devin Armour? Oh, Freedom.
Don't move. Ready, go.
Oh, did you see that? Saw that Don Underwood face there.
Yeah, that wrist did not hold up
hell.
after that first aggressive hit. So now it looks like Devin's just wanting to get to the strap. He wants to get tied to Don. I think he feels like he might be the stronger person. So if he can get tied to him, stop that offensive surge, and then try to put an offensive of his own together, I think he thinks
For
that's his
you
best route.
guys that are new to arm wrestling, when the hands slip apart, they do something called going into the strap. Now he has them hold their elbows in place on the pad. You won't see our referee allowing them to dance around on that pad while he's getting the strap set. Now once he gets the strap set, if they're not in a referee's grip, they are free to move, adjust their elbows where they need it to go, adjust hand height, whatever. But he wants to get a fair strap, so he's definitely going to hold them still while he ties them together.
Get your grip. Way off that knuckle, Don.
When he tells them to come off their knuckle, you may not cover your opponent's thumb knuckle.
There you go. Square.
Here we go. We get to find out what happens once they're tied together.
Nope.
That was an elbow foul. Winner, Don Underwood, 1-1. All right, so sometimes you don't want to win on fouls, but you also need that momentum to shift. And I
Right.
think that might have just happened for Hollywood. It lets him believe he's strong enough to stop the match. He's forcing his opponent to do something he's not used to doing, which is lifting his elbow, trying to get that extra pressure. And it's looking like we may see a new and improved Don Underwood back to the table for round 3.
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw those eyes glowing when he turned around.
It was
Now-
a little flashback of the Hollywood of old for sure.
For those of you at home, again, remember they each had one foul going into that last ready go. Now, even though we're doing running fouls count as fouls. And when we had that little hop by Devin, that was his second foul, which is a loss.
Right.
Now, Michael, explain to the new folks also why they might
Why
be
are those
massaging
guys
those
rubbing on
forearms.
them like that?
Yes.
Well, so in the sport of arm wrestling, your hand and wrist are going to get a lot of blood in them. So once your hand and wrist get full of blood or your forearm gets full of blood, you cannot use that strength that you've developed through training, right? That big, strong hand. So you want to get the blood out of there as quick as possible so that you still have a little bit of access to the cup or whatever it is that you're trying to do. So those guys are either trying as hard as they can to get that blood a little bit further down the arm so that these guys can still feel their hands and wrists and try to do their best possible job
to the table.
kicking the other guy's butt.
You guys, you're 1-1.
All right.
Not a lot. Right there, you're good.
So what are the chances the winner of
That we see an
this
elbow foul?
one, but the winner of this round takes the whole
I got
thing?
it right
That's a
there.
whole
I
lot
would
of momentum.
probably say whoever wins this round is going to win the whole match.
Okay.
Turn. Both your
Don looks like he's ready to hit
You
with some
never know.
power.
Wrist down.
Well, he's got to keep his elbow on the pad.
Ready, go.
Oh, that was nice. That was
Oh,
nice.
he went off the back. Damn it.
Get him up,
Help
get
him
him
up, guys. Get him.
Yeah, he's got a hip issue. So there you go. Someone in the crowd just yelled, now that's a corner man. If you got a guy in your corner that will pick you up off the ground, you got yourself a good corner man.
Have you move that?
I tell you what, I have seen Don Underwood literally go just damn near to the floor more times than I think I've seen anybody. Remember when we were watching in Utah?
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
But they had him arm wrestling on the wrong side pads.
Yes,
The right
guys.
pads were set up for left.
And wasn't that versus Todd Hutchings?
That was versus Todd Hutchings.
So, guys,
yeah.
Utah 2020.
20. December 5th is when Corey tore his left bicep.
Yes, we had Don Underwood versus Todd Hutchings, and nobody realized until post-match
Until the video.
in the video, watching the videos, that they had the elbow pad set up for the wrong arm.
Yeah, yeah.
Which
So,
automatically put Don off center.
Well, I mean, and you can say the same thing for Todd, but with Todd such a side pressure dominant guy, it put Don in a position he's not used to trying to pull from. And Todd felt pretty comfortable there. So, but here we go. We're back in the strap. Don had a very good hit with a lot of back pressure and pronation. The funny thing is, if he could duplicate that exact same pull and slip and fall, he'll definitely pin him because he's tied to him.
Square shoulder. Okay, sit.
Thank you so much, moderators, for handling the stuff that you guys need to handle. Remember, you have full authority to handle it in whatever manner you see fit.
Ready, go.
Oh, good match. Okay. So that goes to Devin.
Good match, guys.
Very good match. Very good match. So what I saw there was a much more patient Devin Gagniben.
Yes.
He looks very strong. Don went pretty aggressive in the hip. Not as aggressive we've seen him. And that could have been because Devin was locked in so tight before the go. But once he didn't get any movement out of center, Devin applied that horsepower and got him. Now, Don did get a little stop there at the end, but I felt like he was too far out of position to really do anything with it, so he let the match go.
Now, you and Don go way back.
Man, so far back. Like 1992, I think. So 30 years this year.
Y'all been traveling and arm wrestling a long
I think
time.
I met him at McLean, Virginia at the 1992 Nationals. Then we just started showing up at tournaments together, and we've
How many years did you say?
30.
So Devin wasn't even born.
Yeah, I've known him longer than Devin's been alive. But thank you for that. Normally it's me pointing out how old you are, but now you're pointing out how old I am.
There you go, baby.
Of course, you look extremely young, sweetheart. Must be the Monster Michael Todd's Bachelor Diet.
Absolutely,
That
it is.
thing's amazing.
MonsterFactory.shop, guys. Check it out. It to count macros. Down 30 pounds.
All right.
Okay, what would he have to do here?
Nope.
Well, right now he's slightly hiding. Right. So it's going to force Devin to get a lower grip
You just creeped on.
because Don wants to try to expose that wrist. But yeah, he's just going to have to fight. You know, you're down 2-1.
Right there. Ready, go.
Oh, that was beautiful. But can he do it in the strap?
For you that are just tuning in, this is Don Hollywood Underwood
To the
versus Gagniben
Elbows down.
from Primal Beef Jerky, and it is 2 Devin's way right now.
Close your thumbs. Don't move.
These matches 5 rounds, but whoever gets 2-3 first wins the whole thing.
Fired up, guys. Go.
We're good.
All right, here we go. We've been a little quiet. I was hearing a little bit of static, so I wanted to let them know. But we got them back in the straps. Don's going to have to hit hard. Oh, got a false start. That was not the lane. Hollywood has to find a different lane. Was not the right route. That's going to give Devin a lot of confidence going into this hit.
You guys, again, thank you for the super chats. I'm able to read them all because I don't want to stop the flow, but I do want to thank you and guarantee you
Here we go.
be used in the
About to
Monster
hear Ready,
Factory
Go.
3. Already scheduled. More info coming later.
Wrist there. Don't move. Ready, go.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good.
That's
oh,
good.
Don't. Man, he did good. That was good job.
I saw Hollywood go for a King's move, and it was nice. Here we go. We're about to don Hollywood Underwood after that match.
Yes.
All right, young man. So I'm going to be very impressed. You look good. And even when you were down in round 4, 2-1, your ability to pronate back and take his hand and get that aggression. And then once we got into the strap, you held, you posted, you went to a modified King's move, but he had the counter. He had the bent wrist
Michael
press
Todd.
and actually shoved you off the back.
So, young guy, super strong. You know, you can make excuses the day is long. We're not going to do that. I've got some parts that need to be fixed.
Right.
I'm doing my best to hang in there with these young studs and just be on the table with him. He's super strong. He's been winning everywhere.
He's a reigning super heavyweight USAF national champ. So.
And I don't think we're too far off. Strong young man. Definitely an honor to pull him. Look forward to continuing to, get back into this thing at a high level.
Well, obviously, we're happy to have you here, both as an athlete, as a commentator. But now you get to interview the guy who just kicked your butt.
We're going to find out some nice, interesting tidbits about this young fella. All right. I'm going to let you.
Congratulations, Devin, first.
Pronounce your name, Devin. Gagniben.
Yes, sir.
Rumor about world, we've got a nickname on the table. He is known as the Gator. Let me tell you, you open those big teeth and mandibles and laid them into me today. Tell me about what's on your mind coming in, pulling a guy, with a little pedigree. I've done just about everything you can do, trying to make a run back. And, I'm 50 years old. You young guys are super impressive. You're put together. You train with a hell of a team, and Eric Gerlach and those boys out of Hutchings. And what was on your mind, and what are you thinking now?
Man, I tell you what, first of all, just a real honor. Like, you have been a hero of mine as far as wrestling goes.
You guys hear that, right? Dad down today from the Monster Factory.
Yeah.
Hero in the house.
As soon as Game of Arms came on, man,
Yes.
it was I think I even sent Rebecca a photo of me fanboying with you.
Oh, shit.
In our first KC tournament. So
that's awesome.
My lane A, I love going inside. I knew that I felt like you would probably beat me inside. So once Michael gave me the call to whether you want to accept this match or not, and I was super amped. I just started training pronation.
Yeah, you did well.
So
I could definitely feel. I think we pulled one time before.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing. You got through your hand, was able to get on through. Big improvements.
Thank you, sir.
Some of the hands, some of the setup, I can definitely feel that. Almost feel like I should have drove in there with you. I feel confident in there. Dealing with some injuries a little bit. You always run a little bit nervous.
Yep.
And you can't run nervous and be successful. So shame on me, but congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir.
Great
I
win.
appreciate
And
it,
hey,
man.
I appreciate
Thank you so much.
attention.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Gator, your winner.
Primal Beef Jerky in the house.
Primal beef jerky.
Yes.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to
Rebecca's
say,
having to wipe out the sweat from the earphone.
I'll
We didn't
say
think about
something.
that.
I'll say something that Danny Glover said a whole lot.
I'm
too old for
this
this
shit.
shit. All right, back to action right here at the Monster Factory, Black Rifle Coffee Company, Nine Lot Apparel, McHenry Excavating, Redcon 1. Michael, wow, is all I can say. Couple of have already in the books. What's on your mind and what are you thinking? We're already looking at the next event, but this one, can it be better than Monster Factory 2?
Man, I am so thankful and blessed to be able to have this type of reaction from the arm wrestling community, not just the support that we're being seen right now on this live, but from the response we got from the athletes who wanted to participate in this.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the greatest of all time, John Brzenk here.
I've heard of him.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Not bad.
Probably someone's hero, so you guys have that in common. But yeah, I mean, I have Todd Hutchings. It's a match we want to see. It's actually for the #1 spot in the United States right now.
Well, let's talk about that.
Oh no, we're gonna save that for later.
Listen,
But
I'm gonna tell you, people want to know. I mean, you got Canadians best, you got USA best. You know, there's just a lot. I mean, outside of this, like I said, Monster Factory 3 is coming up. Give us a hint. Can it?
Not ready.
okay,
Not
so
ready.
I will give a small hint. There could definitely be an international flair.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
So that we are in conversations with some very, very high level elite pullers who would like to make the journey over the pond to see how they fare over here on some
So what you're
US
saying
soil.
is I'm not going to be on the next card.
You shall be commentating.
You have got a job commentating as long as you want it. Okay, guys, I do want to give a little explanation here really quickly. We've had a few people talking about the table moving actually in the comments. Not a whole lot of people, because the majority of people realize that this table is in fact on a base. These huge men are standing on the damn base, and the thing still flexes and still moves around, and they're like, well, bolt it down. It's on top of AstroTurf, so
which
it
is
is
on top of concrete.
which is on top of concrete, so it is going to move around just a little bit. But you know what? I'm pretty sure, let me look around. Is there anybody pissed off about arm wrestling on this table in the Monster Factory today?
Not at all. Take it from this guy.
Nobody's raising their hand. They all
I mean,
look pretty damn
there's-
excited to be here.
There was 600 pounds of beautiful men on that table just about 3 or 4 minutes ago. We didn't mind it, and I know you fans didn't either. Let's move forward.
Everybody's like, would you please give Don a towel? Okay,
listen,
guys.
I
I
probably should have had
also
a towel.
accept money. But I'll take a lot of that. I will literally pat my head dry with your $10 bill or $100 bill.
So we are moving straight into match number 3. Now, this was also a
sure.
late add
Addition.
to
Yeah.
the card, Michael. We had a couple of injuries and had to have a couple of folks set up. And this one we had to wait for a few days to get an answer on this.
We had a. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so I was talking to Devin Gagniben, and he's like,
The Gator.
the Gator, can we get a match for Eric Gerlach? And I'm like, dude, that guy's strong. Who do you want to pull? We actually contacted Ron Bath,
Yes.
but Ron Bath, he just
Congratulations
recently got
on your
married.
brand new
Congratulations,
wife.
Ron and Angie.
Angela,
So happy to see the Baths together. They're such a cute couple. But we could not make that match happen on such short notice. And I thought, who else would he like to pull? How about Pablo? So I contacted that young man from Chicago, and I thought, hey, dude, would you like to be a part of Monster Factory? He was very accommodating and said, yes, you put on a great event. I'd love to be
He's
a part
such a
of it.
respectful man.
Very good man.
And
And the cool thing about this particular match is at 242 pounds currently in North America, Pablo sets at 5th and Eric sets at 4th. So we have a very interesting match.
Eric is definitely not 240 today.
He is 100% not 242 pounds today. Pablo's actually a little under that weight limit.
Yeah.
So does this match have any bearing on the 242 rankings? No. But we're about to find out who the better man is today. So I'm excited.
I am super excited. So let's go ahead and see that head-to-head matchup of Pablo and Eric.
Couple of big fellas.
Yeah, they are. So we have about a 12-second lag here. So I'm going to have to see. All right. So Pablo is actually 42. Eric is 35. 6'1" to 6'4", 235. This says 262 on Eric. Is that correct?
I think he weighed in at like 270, but he does have those really cool hiking boots on.
Those are not cool.
I stood next to him yesterday. I'm like, why are you so tall? And then I saw the hiking boots. I need to get me a pair of those. I'll be a giant. But yeah, so he's a good 6'4" plus standing at the table right now. Pablo is one strong man, so
and I just want to do this again one more time. So sorry, Don. If you have not seen it in our library, you can have a look at Michael pulling both of these men. He pulled Pavlo in Chicago. He pulled Eric in Hutchinson, Kansas.
was that on the same tour?
Same tour, lover.
No. I did the Hutchings, Kansas, the second tour right after COVID, and then I did Chicago after I'd pulled in Wood.
Right.
Yeah, the Chicago.
All I know,
when I got a hold of Pablo,
they had a very strong day.
That did not work out for me.
We put the straps to him at Bo Olson's Eudora factory, and I'm gonna tell you something. And you still held it together with Pablo. I pulled both these guys. Both these guys super strong. I got to tell you, I'm super impressed. Look at the corners over here. Eric's got somebody from his camp, but the GOAT over in Pablo's corner.
Well, they just recently had a match April 30th at Kentucky
Unbelievable.
Muscle.
Now, I'll just tell you, he earned some respect from the best arm wrestler of all time.
Absolutely.
What does that put? I mean, Pablo's a real deal strong.
Real
I gotta
deal.
tell you, Eric is a poster.
I mean, look
Pablo
at him.
uses his back. Two clashes of
Very
techniques.
contrast of styles.
Should
about
be
to take
if
place
Eric
right
can
here.
get around this wrist of his, he'll have it. But it's going to be very difficult to
It's
do.
not the easy task.
Pablo, right there. Don't move. Ready, go.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Winner.
Wow.
Just to clarify what just happened, I went over this last night in the rules that a foul cannot save you from being pinned. Eric went several inches off the back of the pad in a losing position, and Pablo pinned him straight down. Win goes to Pablo.
So what's going on here? And guys, I had aforementioned before the match, you got a clash of techniques here. You got somebody using a tremendous amount of fingers and down pressure with the lat. And Eric is well known for a posting top roll. And when you're really good at what Pablo's doing, it's very difficult to have a successful night like Eric's doing right now.
Absolutely.
But
Hey, John, real
switch
quick,
sides up.
let's go check out the sponsor for this event. Let's hear that Frontline
Frontline
Alternative.
alternative.
wow, just absolutely impressive.
Guys, I'm very excited to talk to you about this next sponsor. For so long, male hormone replacement therapy has been taboo. But if you suffer from low energy, lack of libido, weight gain, fatigue, lethargy, I highly recommend you contact Frontline Alternative at frontlinealternative.com. Frontline Alternatives are specialists in providing telemedicine services, especially those men and women who need hormone and testosterone replacement therapy. Your first step is assessment of your health conditions, followed by contact from a healthcare professional for a personalized treatment plan. Then you guys determine the regimen of treatment. Once your prescriptions arrive in the mail, the relationship doesn't stop there. They follow up to make sure everything is easy, going well, to set up your next time for labs. Truly is an amazing experience. Women have been using hormone replacement therapy for years without judgment. Why can a man not have that same option? You don't have to accept what is now is what it's always going to be. Contact Frontline Alternative today and be sure to let them know that Monster Michael Todd sent you and support arm wrestling.
Absolutely. Fantastic.
To the table.
How happy are you about some Frontline Alternative?
I'm very happy about it, but right now I want to see this on the table.
Pablo on the right, Eric Gerlach on the left. Pablo up 1 round and Neil pretty much on that first round. Eric using the same technique, trying to come around. I got to tell you, I just don't think the same lane's going to work.
Well, he's going to go back to that same well, and we're about to find out.
Ready, go.
He's set.
That's good. That's good.
He's got to drive straight up the side.
Oh, that's a good stop.
He drives straight side. Oh, he got under it. So very, very good. Winner.
Wow.
Very, very good.
That's a lot of horsepower with that compromise. That's almost some Todd Hutchins style arm wrestling just did.
I got to tell you, Eric can make very small tweaks to that, shifting, giving a little pop. And I'm going to tell you, there's a lane open for him there.
He's going to have to do that pop way before he gets an inch above the
You cannot
mat.
get pop.
Yeah, he's going to have to do that pop when he's got that initial stop. But I saw the lane as well. But watching Pablo's consistent static pressure coming down, arm, it was just like a hydraulic press, just steadily applying pressure.
I just apparently chainsaw Charlie. Absolutely loves what's going on and definitely wants there to be a MonsterFactory 3 because he just dropped a $250 super chat.
Well, I got to tell you, folks,
best friend right there.
I got to tell you guys, and I've been doing this out there all you other guys out there that are doing the super chats, don't let this guy outshine you. I'm going to tell you, dig down and show us the love. Come on, guys. Let's get back and get busy.
Don definitely wants his pay to go up for Monster Factory
I
3.
absolutely need groceries. Have you seen the price of steaks lately?
Yeah, guys, we really do appreciate these super chats, and I really wish that I could give every single one of them a holler out.
Right.
I just cannot because things are going so fast, and I also have to watch what's going on.
Opportunity to come back and say hi. Let's talk about Pablo. We see corner guys over working. The GOAT hasn't done a thing. Sit over there and say, listen,
keep doing what you're doing.
Don't fix it.
He is just talking to him in between rounds. I don't know what they're discussing. Tonight's menu, I have no idea.
I think that's
I don't
what
think he
it
needs
is.
any
It
coaching
ain't
at
arm
all.
wrestling, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Right there.
So you got Eric dumping his wrist a little bit. Going to try to open those low fingers of Pablo. I got to tell you, it's a really smart move.
It is.
He does not
He's
want to
going to
match
need to be
back
more
pressure.
explosive. Like the constant pressure back to try to get the wrist to go is not going to be the right approach. He almost needs to try to pull a Hollywood and loose load and just blow right through that hand.
Yeah, but you got to have more pronator than your opponent, and I'm just not sure that's going to be the case against Pablo.
Wrist, Eric.
Pablo on the left, Eric on the right.
Pablo. Wrist, Pablo. Ready, go.
Oh, my
That's a
God.
quick one. He
Wow.
said, I ain't messing with it.
Man,
Game
congratulations. Check that out. That
Yes.
Ukrainian power just showed out. That
Your
man
winner.
is strong right there.
Pablo in the house.
All right.
Nicely done.
Wow. that was very impressive. All right, Eric, hop on in here, young man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Gerlach. Eric, hey, listen, I got to tell you, you've been out a while. We know you had an injury. This is your first trip to the table since the injury. Tell us what's going on with you and what happened.
So he's as strong as advertised. Never pulled him before. His hand is a lot stronger than I expected. I knew the arm would be strong, and I think in the strap I got something for him, but his hand's just too strong to get there. So
Right. Well, tell us a little bit about your injury and your journey coming back. We know that was about a year ago, maybe a little longer. And what's going on with you on that point?
So back at Fallen Heroes last year, I tore it in the overalls, tore my pec.
So you get through everybody, all of a sudden, last
Yep.
of it, and there you go. You're injured and out for a year.
Yeah, I told myself I wasn't going to pull the overalls, did it anyway. And,
Yep.
that's what happens. Didn't pull for several months and then took it slow several months after that. And just last 4 or 5 months, probably been really hitting it hard. And
Feeling good?
I feel good. Yeah, Pablo earned every bit of it. There was no cheating or nothing and no early starts.
If you know arm wrestling, especially in the Midwest, you know Eric Gerlach, we know how strong you are, and that just kind of tells us again Pablo's a very, very talented young man. I did see some changes with you. Originally, he ran into a wall. You tried to post a little higher, punch to the ceiling. So you did some different lanes, and there just
I
didn't
tried.
seem to be much give in his armor. Do you think there's a weakness in it? You mentioned a strap. If you had a chance to do again, what would you do?
If I could ever manage to get outside of his hand, I think a strap match would be pretty competitive. But he's got too much hand strength for me to slip out of. So
that's right. Well, listen, Eric Gerlach, congratulations, great job. Welcome back, injury free. We'll see you again.
Appreciate you guys having me.
Thank you very much for having me, Eric. The man of the hour. Check this dude out. I told him he looked jacked when he walked in.
My man Pablo. Listen, we've been seeing you a bunch all over the world. You had the GOAT in your corner. You earned some respect, obviously, when you had the trip and visited him in Kentucky. You just pulled a guy in Tulsa, had a lot of pedigree as well. Coming off a couple tough matches, what were you thinking coming in with Eric, knowing he was a big, strong guy?
Yep.
And what did you do to prepare for him?
Took some good rest. Switched my training a little bit from heavyweight lifting to more conditioning. And that was my prep. I dropped some weight, which I am healthier now, and I feel much faster and better.
Yeah.
So I'm about 20 pounds lighter.
Wow.
And yeah, Eric is super strong, super solid guy, but it was my day.
It looks like you took advantage of some of your strengths against, ultimately, we were talking a little about clash of techniques. You like to push down into the hand and use your lat to drive in.
Yep.
Hard to combat that using a bicep, and he's very good, and he's known for that move, but Did you feel different, Lance? Did he change something in there, or did he continue to do the same thing?
Approximately the same thing. It's just when I have a disadvantage of the leverage of the arm lengths, so I usually clamp down a little bit and use my side and let.
Oh, I know all about that. It does not feel comfortable. Well, I'll tell you what do you got up and coming for us? You have anything big to announce?
No, not as of right now, but I'm open.
Well, I got to tell you, if I know these guys, we're going to want to have you back. Ladies and gentlemen, Pablo, your winner tonight, the MonsterFactory team. Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations, Pablo. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Very impressive.
That's all you can really say is wow. We've watched him grow into an elite athlete over the past
100%, but he's consistency. That's what people don't understand. That man consistently treats himself like an athlete. He consistently is in the gym. He's consistently training. He's consistently on the table. He's consistently competing.
So let me ask you, are you trying to say he's consistent?
He is relatively
trying
consistent.
To say? He's impressive nonetheless. Michael Todd telling it like it is right here at the MonsterFactory. Rebecca, what's going on?
I don't think my mic's on.
I can hear you outside.
I'm coming
You are good
through
now. You're
now.
always good, baby.
Yeah, they're having to mute my mic, guys, when I'm changing because I'm handing my headset over to these competitors.
Nice and clean athletes.
It's gross.
You got this beautiful young lady training
so
all
gross.
dolled up for television, and then all of
We
a
didn't
sudden,
think this through.
We did
no,
not
I think
have
Michael
towels
Todd
for
is in the
ear
wrong
sweat.
seat.
It
He's
is
the one that
my
should be
fault,
being
probably.
punished.
So anyways, no, this is going just as I hoped it would. There's all kinds of great comments in the comment section. People are absolutely loving the action. And guys, it's only going to continue to get better from here. So this next match, we're already on our fourth match.
Crazy.
I know.
Is that
right?
not absolutely insane? This is Cody. How many people messaged us and told us we needed to have these guys on the undercard?
Well, I was one of them.
Yes,
I got a call from Cody himself. Said, Don, if there's anything you can do, I want this match again. And I happened to be there trying to do a little coaching. Last time they actually ran into each other, and boy, was it a slobber knocker. They had one of the best matches I've seen.
It was an absolute slobber knocker.
I was just wondering what kind of word slobber knocker was.
Slobber knocker is when you put headphones on after a sweaty athlete.
I don't know. That sounds like a Limp Bizkit song from back in the 90s to me.
If it ain't, it probably will be. Getting it out there. Okay. And another thing we're going to talk about before we get to the next match is just how good these referees are doing. I'm super impressed.
I'm absolutely just ecstatic with the job that Luke has done for us. I'm highly grateful to Bob Brown for recommending him to us because your arm wrestling events are only as good as your referees. And if Luke was over here, he could actually give me the website for you guys to go to, because if you are holding an event, it is absolutely important that you have certified referees.
Absolutely.
Well, on that note as well. So Luke came to us by recommendation of Bob Brown, known Luke forever, but then Woody's like, give Tim Talmadge a shot.
Absolutely.
This guy loves the sport. He
and
loves
I think he
wrestling.
just got his senior certification.
He did, 100%. Super proud of him. And I'll tell you what, I try to push the people that help promote this sport in a positive way and does good things, not only for me, but for the arm wrestlers in general. It's not always about individuals, and Tim Talmadge has done his part.
You're like Adam Sandler bringing your friends along.
And you know, that's really what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? They got friends, and they eventually were all involved. And I asked and requested him to be a part of the next event overseas, and he's going to travel with me.
And I just want to give these guys a holler in the back. Y'all, this is not golf. You can be loud. We have headsets. People can hear us. So we definitely want to hear your energy going into this. But now back to Cody versus Dustin. Let's have a look at how they measure up. Now, Dustin was actually one of the winners of the polls that we set up when we were asking for who we should put on the undercard.
He absolutely was. Let's see how they stack
well
up.
deserved.
I think I'm just a little bit even farther behind. He's getting them up. It should be.
No, they're up right now. I can see them.
Few seconds. You can see them over there, baby, because that's the live one.
I know that, sweetheart. I'm aware of the lag.
Can I
here
get
we
a
are.
pet name as well? I feel left out here.
All right, so Dustin Hyatt is just 22. He is younger than either one of my kids.
Well,
versus
he's a specimen.
Cody
Good looking,
Vanderweerd.
That kid's
man.
well put together.
And
He
you
was
talk
38.
about athletes. You got two of them that's represented themselves very good each and every day. Obviously, look at Dustin just looking like a phenom standing over there. Cody looking exceptionally impressive in his own right. Here we go. Cody
right.
on the left, Dustin on the right. Mississippi versus Kansas. Oh my, we got Bo Olson in the corner of Cody. Running Cycle Arm Sports out of his door, Kansas. It's got a heck of a crew. Super excited.
I am excited to see where this goes
Who's
on.
it gonna be?
Matt Tickle My Limits Larrett is in the chat, dropping $100 super chat.
Matt, tickle my limits.
If you guys
Well, I'm
do
gonna
not
tell
know,
you, folks, don't
one
let
of my
Matt
all-time favorite trolls.
outdo you with that $100. Reach down deep, guys. Show us what you think, guys. Push through. Trust me, you will get your time. Oh, Dustin, impressive. Hey, listen,
Okay, so the
Different
last
match.
time these guys pulled,
different match.
it was a war.
Okay.
Now, did Dustin just get a perfect start and Cody wasn't quite ready for that? Or have times
We are
changed? This kid
about
is
to
strong.
Find out. Well, I'm gonna tell you, Cody's strong in his own right. So
So, guys, this is also another Monster Factory Arm Wrestling sponsored event. Again, want to give that shout out to that Bachelor Diet. Michael, between us,
Man.
we've dropped, what, 60 pounds?
60 plus. My weight
60 plus.
fluctuates. I'm either down 35 or 30, but the abs are always looking good. So
Yeah.
Monster Michael Todd pat himself on the
That
back.
is
What?
Monster Factory.
somebody
Shop.
has to.
Yeah.
Well, you got beautiful hands as you do it. Rebecca, I got to tell you,
Yeah.
it's noticeable. Both guys, Michael, you look phenomenal. Rebecca looks phenomenal. I was here last time. You guys have changed dramatically. Congratulations. And listen,
It's only halfway, dude.
continue to scream out loud how to do this because we're all interested. If you guys can do it at your age, what are you, 25? You're 60.
I am exactly 25. I'm
You
also
were
5'9"
so
and
lucky
blonde.
you went to that because,
Yeah.
I mean, you were looked over there and she was about to kill us both.
Here
All
we
right.
go,
My
guys.
first
Let's go back to
rodeo.
the arm wrestling.
Cody Vanderweerd on the right. Dustin Hyatt up with a quick pin in round one.
Can
Look,
Cody change things up,
this
or is
guy
this young phenom just too
Wants
strong?
to be in the spotlight. He's got videos out there applying to arm wars and kneel, and he's all over. Yeah, just
wow.
strong.
Dang it.
And I'll
So,
tell you something.
Cody's just got to jump in there a little sooner. I
He's
think
got to
he's
get
catching.
mad. He's got to
Yeah.
take this personal, and you got to remember, this is the time. So get up there, find something to piss you off, and get violent on that table because Mr. Hyatt came to win, and
I'm
he's on a
telling you,
good road
look
to
into
do
that
it.
kid's eyes.
Okay, guys. So as much as you love arm wrestling and you love watching it, how bad does this make you want to get up there and tell him exactly what to do?
Well,
Because you like the corner person position
That
too.
guy over there in his corner, Bo Olson, runs a heck of a crew. Super, super smart. We can run over there. I just don't think we do a better job.
No.
Bo's phenomenal. But Cody has got to get fired up. He's got to make it personal. I'm going to tell you what, Dustin's trying to make a statement today, and so far,
He's doing a very good job of it.
He's doing very
Yeah.
good. 22 years old.
Oh, y'all know, like, so at the recent Mississippi event, he pulled a million classes, and in the
And?
left hand beats Jonathan Breida in
Who?
the overall.
Jonathan Breida.
And that's when, like, isn't he like top 1 or 2 in North America in his weight?
He's stupid.
Yeah, he's
and
a
that right there kind of tells us all what's coming.
Well, the
He's-
kid's been at it for several years, 3, 4, 5 years now, and he just loves it. So he's taken a very professional approach. He's very consistent.
well, consistent, living the right life and training proper.
Speaking of Chicago, isn't that where we ran into Brian Wagner?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's dropped a couple of nice super chats to help on with Monster
Dude,
Factory
Brian
work
his
as
new
well.
house is
peeking
amazing. Okay, so that was a
He's
good,
getting
that was
wound
good.
up, and
That was
that's
good.
what he
That
needs
was
to
good.
do.
Now we did get Dustin get twisted in there nice and tight. That was going to be a
He's gonna
hard
have
arm
to come
pull
over
through.
and get a
Yeah.
leverage game with this
But-
guy. I just don't think you can run palm up with Dustin or not.
Just watching Cody jump in there aggressive like that, that's what I want to see. But Dustin's in for a fight. Like, Dustin is willing to fight. So even if it does, oh
he
my
just
God.
got caught again, and you're winning round 3-0.
Man,
Dustin Hyatt.
wow.
Wow.
There you have
Extremely impressive. Extremely impressive. I don't even think your headphones are going to be sweaty now, babe. All right. It's Cody.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What an ass whooping. Damn.
from Psycho Arm Sports.
Boom.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Psycho Arm Sports, Eudora, Kansas, came to represent. You've done a great job, but the last match we seen you two just go to battle.
Yep.
And we all wanted to see this again.
You and me both.
Tell me what happened. It looked like he just had some advantages with speed. It looked like when you did get aggressive, you might have found your spot. But tell us what's going on up there.
Yeah, I think in that first one, his timing is much better than mine. So I think I was a little slow off the go on every single round, except for that third one, which obviously was a false start. He's a stud. I mean, he's ranked 7th for a reason. I asked for this match to run it back from about 18 months ago where we had a war. I wanted to see how much I've improved to pull in Dusty. He showed up today. He was in tip-top shape. He's been on a tear lately. Nothing but respect. Stud.
On that note, real quick. So you have not stopped training. You're always at it. You're
always, yeah.
Is this just youth? Is this kid the next big thing coming out of the United States?
Yeah, he could be. I mean, I think in that welterweight division, I think there's 10 to 12 guys you can mix and match and make interesting matches all the time. I think I'm one of them. Obviously, Dusty whooped my butt today. Today he was better. I would put him up against some of the best welterweights in the country right now, and he's in there. I think
those are bold words.
That
That's a big statement.
Yeah,
but what he did today is very impressive. Congratulations.
Yeah, very humbling. I appreciate it. Psycho Arm Sports, Eudora, Kansas.
Sports, a great group of guys.
Big shout out. A couple of my supporters, my wife Tracy, my daughter Allie, love you. My boy Griffin. Sorry, Daddy couldn't come home with the dub, but I got good spirits.
Daddy represented Cody Vanderweerd. We appreciate you so much.
Yes, sir.
Bringing in Mr. Dustin Hyatt from Mississippi.
Listen, I don't know if this kid's an arm wrestler or a fitness model. I don't know what to say. Very, very impressive performance. You look amazing. You're every bit as strong as people say. Thank you so much for coming out. Extremely impressive performance.
Thank you.
Hey, I got to tell you, like you said, super impressed. We've seen you two battle 18 months ago and had a war. I got to tell you, visually, you look like a different person. You are completely structurally a different guy. What have you done different, man?
Man, I just really started training pronation and my top roll. I hurt my inside tendon.
Oh, I know all about it.
Very shortly after that tournament, so I started committing to top roll and everything outside and just training everything.
I've always said learn how to top roll, train a hook. You did it the different way you hooked it, but you see you're learning different aspects to where if you find a weakness in one of your armor, if you will, you can go to the next. You just prove that you are worthy of all the stuff they're asking for. Dustin, what's next? I know you've been out here putting some videos out saying, hey, I'm the guy, I take on all comers. Is there somebody you want specifically?
Nobody right now. I'm pretty open to anyone. I want the best match because right now I'm pretty high up for what I think on the rankings match. I would like to left-handed go against Josh Hanlon whenever get a possible.
We'll take it. Well, obviously, we'll always take
we'll
notes
keep
of
that into consideration. All right.
Absolutely.
That could be a good one right there.
We want you back. I hope you're open to that. Good luck on your journey and everything you're looking for. Dustin, super impressed today.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your win.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy. Congratulations.
Wow. I mean,
that's another one that all you can say is wow.
Well, I mean, listen, we put matches together that people wanted to see that made sense, close ranks, all the way down so far. These matches have been pretty good.
Right. So here's the thing. We can't tell you if it's going to be 3-0, 3-2. All we can do is set the matches from what we know about the competitors. And today, some of these guys have just shown up different. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, I can tell you one thing. We know a little bit more now.
Absolutely.
Super
And that's
impressed.
what's so cool about what's going on in the arm wrestling world right now. There's a lot more activity. There's a lot more events. There's a lot more super matches. A lot more these type of events going on. And we appreciate all the support that we're getting. We're truly blessed to be in this situation.
We are.
And
I got
to say, baby. Boom.
There I am. Okay, so I just want to say that we have got 7,000 people on and 2.9 thousand thumbs up. Guys, we want this to go out to even more streams. Support Arm Wrestling. Be sure to click out of chat, click that thumbs up, and let YouTube know that more people need to see what's happening
we
here.
Can get those likes almost 1-to-1. Oh, my God.
That would be so
Simple as
exciting,
that.
right?
Reach down, hit the like button, and then tell somebody what's going on right here. at the Monster Factory.
But I'm super excited about that. I keep saying that. I'm just super excited.
Because it's very exciting.
Well, let me tell you what. Yes. Well, let me tell you what. There has been so much stress because I just wanted this to go off so well. And I got to tell you, bringing in John to
John
help
Scott,
out with
Enid
this
Live,
stream.
killing it.
Absolutely killing it.
If you guys are looking to put on a production and you have a decent budget, call this guy. He will make every penny well spent.
Just don't ask him to do it on the when we need him. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
that is not an option. We take first priority.
Well, we got priority right here, and I'm sure that's a loyal guy. So, hey, excellent job, sir.
Match 5.
Wow.
We're bringing back another underground arm wrestling fellow.
Game of
Right?
Arms original.
Bill
Hands are still
Logsdon.
Bill Logsdon.
Yes, absolutely. How exciting is that?
This is a match that has happened before and didn't necessarily go Bob Brown's way.
It did
But he
not.
felt like he could make a couple adjustments, train a little bit different, be a little more specific for this match, and make this a competitive match. I'm excited to see what happens. Both guys have tons of experience. And
Now,
this
was
could
he-
be a war. This could be a wash one way or the other. Who knows?
So now was Bill Logsdon, was he on your team in Game of Arms?
Yes, he was. He
There
was
you
my
go.
first competitor that I picked and walked along a long journey with. Bill's just a phenomenal athlete. He's coming off some injuries, but one thing about Bill Logsdon, he's got a nickname that is well earned. And if you ain't careful, he'll show you what it means in a hurry.
And
Well, he was
every-
victorious against our referee in the last event, him and Luke Polster.
And Luke's no
Luke-
joke.
Luke
Guy's
is legit. Luke's
super powerful young man.
extremely multiple-time national champion.
Multiple.
And tried to get his spot, and Luke just denied him access. Not Luke. Bill just denied him access. So can Bill do the same thing today?
Well,
let's find out. Let's have a look and see. Go ahead and finish what you're saying as we're having a look
let's
at
take
Bob
a look at it. I've
and
got
Bill.
so much to say, and we'll get it in through this match, but super excited. Let's take a look at what we got.
As they're bringing them on up, they're going to march those fellows up to the table. What are those numbers like, guys? So we've got they're actually very close. 6'1" and 5'11", 198, 190. Class ranking, Michael, is that same class. So this is a 4 rankings match.
This is a rankings
8
match.
and 2.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, super talent. These guys got 60 years of experience between the two of them. Bill Logsdon has earned everything. He's gone from a beginner arm wrestler, came to me and we talked a little bit. I said, hey, let me help you get to the top of the hill. And he did exactly that. He became the number 1 in his weight class. Bill's son, Stephen Logsdon, a tremendous young athlete, very knowledgeable.
That guy loves some arm wrestling too.
Hey, that guy's twisted up different. I'm gonna tell you something. He'd rather arm wrestle than eat.
Awesome.
He'd rather arm wrestle than go out and chase tail. The guy just lives and breathes arm wrestling.
That actually exists.
It
I didn't know that
does.
existed.
And I'll tell you what,
There's a man that would rather do something else other than chase tail. Is that what you're saying?
I'm going to tell you, if you get bit by the arm wrestling bug, that's what can happen. Let me tell you something. This kid gets up, goes to work, works a real job, and goes home to the gym for 4 hours a night. And I'll tell you what, his old man has rubbed off on him well. It's impressive.
Okay, so this is our first referee's grip we've seen tonight.
Everybody's gotten their grip.
Everyone's been able to get the
Did I
grip.
not?
That
We
just,
didn't have
that just
one? I
means
thought
we
we
have
had
some very fair competitors. We have a very good
We
rep
got
in
some
Luke Polster.
professionals here.
And right now, we just have 2 guys who don't quite have what they want in the setup. So we're going to put it in the hands of Luke Polster and let him set this thing and see what happens on go.
You got Bob on the left, Bill on the right. Bill from Hardin, Missouri, little bitty town just east of Kansas City. Of course, Bob Brown, a native of the East Coast, moved out years and years ago to train with the GOAT, John Brzenk, and he has made a home in Arizona.
Well, he lives in Salt Lake. He has a secondary home in Arizona.
Right.
He runs a couple of awesome bars up in the Salt Lake area, and he's made a very good life for himself. He loves arm wrestling. He travels all over the world doing it. But I know this match right here means a lot to him.
Bill is not happy. I can tell you that right now. Look at him. Bill just sits up. Hands are still. It's no lie, folks. The guy every day is out there working that hand and wrist. And if you try, listen, Michael Todd, I've been a top elite arm wrestler. And if you let him get up there and you try to go hand to hand with him, it's just not going to happen. His pronator's unreal. Super Nate, it's all put together. And Bob has got to find a way around that hand tonight.
Well, in that slip, they both look very, very even. Now, the thing about Bob Brown is he does have a strong pronator and access to a very proficient king.
He does, and I was just going to bring that. And then you got Bill Logsdon on the other side, which hands is still obviously, and has got a press like no other.
He
So
has
if
the
Bob
ability
Brown
to,
want to sit down on that King's move, he might get educated.
I noticed that Bob was concerned about that King's move rule because him, even more than Michael, was wanting to clarify what that was. Now, one thing that I want to give a shout out to, this is one that our title sponsor has got their name on, Black Rifle Coffee. We're going to tell you more about them soon. But basically, this is a coffee company that absolutely loves America, patriotic, supports its veterans.
Well, I
We're
got to
happy
tell
to
you
have them
something.
on board.
Veteran support is amazing. I can't be happy enough. Look at the shirt I'm wearing. Black Rifle Coffee. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that it just got, this is man juice right here. Be proud. I'm representing Black Rifle, and I'm super proud that they're supporting the vets as they do.
What's happening up here, Michael?
We got a
Bill's not
referee's
happy
grip.
with his position in the start. He's like, give me a foul. You're killing me up here. So let's see what
So
happens.
because this is a referee's grip, they cannot move,
I
guys.
want
not
you to
from your
take a
shoulder
look
to your
at Bill
fingertips.
Logsdon's demeanor. You will know what's going on
You're
with
both
Bill.
fighting me. I can't give you a decent grip if you don't listen. I gotta get it. Open up. Open up.
Luke Bolsher
Square
taking
shoulders.
control of these athletes.
Stay there.
He is not going to put up with it. Foul these guys out.
Move your elbow to the
And
center.
don't forget, we've brought it up. Ladies
One
and gentlemen,
foul.
we've got match of the night.
I don't care where you want to set. This is my grip.
Bill Logsdon asking
I will
for
get your
everything.
hands
As
close
well, he
together.
should. You've got to get up there, but at
Right
the same
there, guys.
time,
That's
the
all the
referee's
closer
got
we
a
get, the
job
way
to
you guys
do.
are jacking
And
your
Luke
hands are up.
Bolsher is doing it well.
Square up. Stay there. Don't move. Square up. Don't move. Close your thumbs.
I'm going to.
Don't move.
Come on, guys. Don't let this end in a foul.
Ready, go. That's terrible.
Come on, guys.
Match.
Bill Logsdon did not like that setup.
He was
at
not
all.
happy at all.
And
Not
Bob
happy at all.
Brown squats. He's in a good place. Bob
Okay.
Brown up one round.
I actually just want to say
He is
Luke really let that
pissed.
go a lot farther than he had to, and
No,
maybe
he,
than he
he's
should
seeing
have.
as giving as possible. He wants to see a match. He's an arm wrestling fan as well.
Yeah.
I want you to
But-
take a look at Bill Logsdon. He is wound up. And I'm talking about mad.
No, I can see it. Yeah, he's breathing heavy. He's taking deep breaths. You can
That's how personal. I'm going to tell you something, that he takes this.
No, you're not. You're flaring out. You're
All right, let's.
flaring out. You're flaring out. If you sit.
And now he had mentioned this one other time before he didn't like some of the setups that Luke and him had.
I want you to have a fair grip.
Well,
Well,
I'll
like you
tell
said
you.
earlier, Luke is not biased at all.
No,
He just
and
wants
he's
to follow
not.
the
But
rules.
here's the thing. If you stay out of the referee's grip, and Luke won't be involved,
That will
right?
not be a problem. Absolutely.
But if they
Well,
don't.
let's talk about Black Rifle Coffee, title sponsor for this event, sponsor of this particular match. You can go to BRCC or go to blackriflecoffee.com. Use code BRCC-FIT for 20% off your first order. They
Got
are,
about 30 seconds.
amazing company. They have a goal of wanting to get 10,000 veterans jobs.
Yeah, let's absolutely talk
Yeah.
about that code right now. Yes, you get a discount, but the more important thing is if you go to Black Rifle Coffee website and use BRCC-FIT, it will actually tell Black Rifle Coffee that you are happy that they are supporting arm wrestling. You want them to continue doing so and
I gotta
stay
have
on for
some.
more
I
events.
gotta
to come.
have some. Okay, I know you have some in the house. I'm looking at it.
We are handing it out
There's
to
an
I have
everybody.
got
espresso right
to
there.
have it.
There's an espresso right
I
there.
want that bag to make my coffee in the morning because I'm gonna tell you something. If it's good, I'm gonna buy it, and that's a fact.
All right, guys,
Yeah,
30
the thing
seconds to
is,
use your grip.
all of our VIPs, all of our athletes, and our referee are all
I
getting
am
Black
not an
Rifle Coffee
athlete,
to take
but
them.
I'd like
You
to
were an
have
athlete
some
today.
coffee.
Oh, we're already back up here getting ready to start this thing and
Guys,
kick it
I'm gonna
off.
tell you something. One way Bill
BlackRifleCoffee.com, BRCC-FIT.
Wrist,
Let them
I
know
know.
that
Wrist,
arm
Bob.
wrestling is awesome.
Wrist, Bob. Don't move.
Here we go.
Ready, go.
Bob, looking good. I gotta tell you, Bob just looks the part.
I'm telling you. I mean, he just walked hands of steel hands.
All right, guys.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I gotta tell you,
Thank you.
this is
Elbows down.
unexpected. Bill is taking it personal. When he gets mad,
And to the
he
center of the
finds
table,
some
guys.
places, but
Let's
I'm
get the hands in the center.
watching
I need you to come forward just a little bit. So we
everything
get the center.
Bill's trying
That's
to
all I
get
need, guys.
and doing what he wants with
Close
it.
your thumbs.
He looks very good. He's
Just your thumbs.
looking very
Just
good. He
relax
looks
while I throw this
confident.
out, guys.
He's
Let's get
being
this.
patient.
You know,
He's allowing
Appreciate you doing that.
Bill to get frustrated in the setup.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it's
You know, do
almost
whatever
it's
you
almost
can.
like we're watching Devin Laird up
Here.
there.
Yes, absolutely.
He's super calm, like you said. Bill,
Yes, please. You're good here?
taking some advice from Steve Logsdon, his son, and one heck of an arm wrestler's own right.
Well, sometimes the emotions get to you when you're up there, and
Bill,
you need a
the
calm
strap on
head
the
like
back.
Steve.
Well, I gotta tell you,
Comfortable there?
Bill's going through. He's got some stuff going on with some bicep
easier to do
tendons.
before I
He's
tell
going to
you.
have some
Good
surgeries.
there?
I asked him, "Have you been
Don't open
training
your
for
thumbs yet,
Bob
guys.
Brown?" He said,
Now, open your thumbs.
"No, I'm coming off the
Pivot
couch.
your fingers down
I
for me.
still
guys.
think I
Fingers
got
down, really
this."
tighten the strap.
And I got to tell you, I'm not sure
Ooh.
that's going to be the case.
It may not be. It may
Get
not
your
be.
grip.
Let's talk about
In the sport today, you cannot take anyone lightly.
let's talk
I
about
will.
Bob's cornerman Craig. They actually
Take your
trained
Bill.
together for how many years
Oh,
recently?
at least
in
a
Utah?
Come on,
couple
guys,
years.
15
because
seconds
Craig
and it's
had
my
to
grip.
move up there,
Hey, so
lived
what's
in
going-
Bob's guest house as he was working it.
He's trying. Bob
Take
wants a
your grip.
referee's grip. Right now, he is doing
This way to
everything
center.
he
This
can.
way to center.
get
I've got
around.
good knuckles, guys. Nothing has to change there. Shoulder, Bill. Shoulder, Bill.
Bill has a better setup
Bring
this
this one
time
in.
because he's not in the ref's grip.
Wrist, Bill. Wrist, Bob. Don't move. Nope. Nope.
Get back up there and get ready, Bill Logsdon.
Ashley
Come on,
Donmeyer
set that
dropping in that super
Where's Bob?
chat with
Right there.
hashtag
Shoulder,
slobber
Bill. Shoulder.
knocker.
Slobber knocker.
Wrist, Bob.
Got Bob on the right,
Don't
Bill
move.
Logsdon on the left.
Ready, go.
Uh-oh.
Bill's got the advantage here.
Bill's
Look
okay.
at Bob Brown.
I mean, Bob's okay. That's what I meant to say. Bob-
Brown is all
Elbows down,
I
guys.
can
Elbows
say.
down. Elbows down till I get
Oh
straight.
my God, we might have a
Beautiful.
candidate
Much better.
For match
for
of the
match
night.
of the night.
Hell
That
about
right
that.
there, not only bringing out passion, excitement, and violent arm wrestling. Good job, Bob Brown. Hey,
And a lot of times you don't pick
Nice
the match of the night that has the potential for being a sweep. But these matches, and this is unexpected. The last time these guys met, I'm pretty sure Bill Logsdon beat him 3-0.
yeah,
So
that
for
is
Bob to
exactly.
come back and doing this and doing it from that position. Like I even got confused in the match. Like Bill's okay. What I meant was Bob was okay. He was still in that position. He had the pronation. He had it locked in. I knew he had to do is make that side hit.
By the way, they are talking about match of the night, guys. We will be posting on our community tab. So if you are not a subscriber of the Monster Michael Todd YouTube channel, be sure you hit subscribe. Go to
30
our
seconds,
community
gentlemen.
tab so that you may vote on match of the night, both in the undercard and on the main card.
I got to tell you, early, I think people think Bill had a leg up on Bob.
Yeah.
But I don't think that. What are you guys laughing about?
That was
30
absolutely
seconds, Bob.
terrible.
I don't
Don.
even
You
know
might
what you're
be
talking
fired.
about. Oh, because Bob
You got
had an
time,
accident with
you
the
got time.
motorcycle. You think I'm trying to listen? Bob's up
If you
2
really
matches
want us
to
to use our
nil.
60
Let's
seconds.
not worry about those silly comments.
Tracy
But-
is at home right now sending you a special package.
Oh my
to
Oh,
your house.
yeah.
I'm
no
afraid.
doubt about
Listen,
that. No doubt about that.
Please don't be the Unabomber. Please don't be the Unabomber. All right, back to the table. Listen, Bob
Gentlemen,
Brown,
to the table.
super impressive.
I couldn't be more impressed than what I am with Bob Brown right now.
I didn't
He's looking
expect
amazing.
this. Honestly, guys, I wrote down on my paper showing this early, I had Bill winning 3-0.
You did write 3-0 to the
100%.
point to where I didn't even know what you were writing,
Well,
and then you wrote it again.
Well, I'm
much
illiterate,
bigger.
so
Yeah.
you realize that I just scribble stuff. So give me some colors, and I'm entertained
Both
for hours.
competitors agreed to go straight to the strap. Apparently, those slips are giving a little shock to the arm. They know they're going to go to the strap anyway. Let's save some time and get in that strap.
Well, I got to tell you something. I think Logsdon had a lane lined up with the top roll. I think he should have stuck to it. I think he jumped out with his press a little early. I think if he settles down, does the same thing, he can get back into this match.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I don't think the top row's available anymore. Once your wrist has been back twice like that, it is not the same hand and wrist.
Oh, I know all about
So,
that.
I
Absolutely.
I think he's going to have to just commit. If he gets to that spot, he's going to apply a lot more back pressure with side pressure. But I know my wife's got something cool to say.
Well, Brian Corner just wanting to give a shout out for KC Arm Wrestling and Psycho Arm Sports, dropping that
Brian,
super
a
chat
big
on
fan
here.
of
Appreciate it,
the
Brian.
Psycho Boys. And I'll tell you what, does a lot for us in Kansas City, puts on tournaments. And thanks, Brian, for supporting and being here to watch us tonight. We love you.
And
I hope your
Asman
back
dropping
continues
a
to get
bin
better.
Franklin. So apparently, a lot of folks are really happy with what's going
Thank
on,
you
and they hope to
guys.
see
Thank
more
you so much. We
in
appreciate the support.
MonsterFactory Arm Wrestling 3. Which, how about just disclose the date right now?
Oh,
All right,
my
guys.
ladies and gentlemen,
Here you
they're
Christmas
talking
is going to come about 8 days early this year because
Right,
Monster
guys.
Factory 3 is going to be December 17th, right here at the Monster Factory,
Christmas
with an
Shoulder in,
epic
Bill. Shoulder in, Bill.
Christmas gift for you and far as a card.
Oh,
Wrist, Bill.
my
Don't move.
goodness.
Super
Ready?
excited,
Nope,
Monster.
nope.
Bill,
False
false
start.
start.
Warning. Just a
Absolutely.
warning.
Running into the same lane, Bill's
Frank,
just,
set your grip.
I
Let's
believe
go.
you're right. I think he might just be fatigued to the point where he's desperate.
Well,
Cannot go
desperation
sideways.
sometimes makes you fight a little bit harder. If he will just stay in there and dig, Bob is getting quite comfortable in that open top row, in that lane, and he has the ability to transition
And this just
around
goes to
behind
show
him,
you
so.
some of the older armors
Set your
are
grip.
not
Don't
too
move.
old to get better.
Ready, go.
Oh my God!
Elbows down, guys. Let me get the strap off.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God!
Y'all got some talking to do.
I'm going to tell
Wow.
you right now.
Wow!
That
Seems like the
impressive.
theme of the night
Don't turn
is
around.
wow.
You
Well,
guys
our
remember that on the community tab, we will be posting the poll after the event winds up so that you can go vote for the match of the night in the
Match of the night.
undercard
Yeah,
and match of the
absolutely.
night on the main card. I'm out, handing over my headphones.
Bringing in hands of steel, my man. Game of Arms original, Bill Logsdon joining us now. Billy, I think the polls had you up 3-0, and it went the other direction. Tell us about what's going on.
Well, that's the thing about polls; they usually stink. I'd like to be telling you, that I was up 3-0, but man, he brought a good game plan today, and he was solid. Best
Things
Bob
changed
Brown.
a little bit, not only for him, but for you. I know you're going through some stuff, going to have to get a bicep
Nah,
surgery,
well,
so you're kind of limited to some of your
I don't
training.
know that I'm going to get a surgery on it, but
Okay.
I've had some time off and just trying to get healed up with my tendons and stuff. And
Do you think
I don't have any pain.
downtime?
I don't have any pain today, and he earned it. Like
Okay.
he didn't beat up Bill Logsdon.
Feel
like
good,
I'm-
no excuses.
Yep, I'm
I
not.
love that in you.
Yep. So,
Ladies and
he brought
gentlemen,
his A game.
Hands are still
Very
Bill
happy to have
Thank
you
you
here, Bill.
for-
Thank
we
you for making
appreciate
Happy to
it.
be part of it.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, that right there is obviously one of the matches. Will it be match of the night, or will it be, of course, I think, Hollywood Don Underwood versus the Gator?
That was a good match. That was a good match. Now we also have Pablo versus Paul Talbot coming up.
Very, very good.
We are switching to left hand. This next match is going to be a left-handed match between Paul Talbot and Pablo. But before we get to that, let's talk to the man who's on the winning side tonight, Bob Brown.
Bob
Wow.
Brown. Listen, first of all, we had the poll come through, and they said Bill had a leg up on you.
What is I agree. I mean, we've only pulled once before. It was like 3 years ago, and he dumped me twice.
He did.
And he dumped me right through my sweet spot. And what can I say? I knew that with him, I had to get that match stopped. And I top roll differently now because I hurt my wrist several years ago and just been dealing with it. So I changed how I arm wrestle.
What do you do? What specifically have you?
Well,
done
I
as a
went
pro
went from a high posting top
yep.
roll to a low hand with a hammer curl, and now I low hand and I lat drag.
It's very good.
And
yeah.
that doesn't hurt my wrist.
Yeah.
And it allows me to engage my arm. And was night and day the day I discovered it.
Well,
That sounds like a pretty cool technique you're using.
Yeah, I
there,
wonder
Bob.
who does that, right?
Well, I got to tell you a little story. I'm trying to creep in there and do that myself. I'm not quite there, but I'm finding a lot of things that are definitely better using that technique. It gives you a lot more power in certain positions that
Yes.
you won't with capping your full hand, your back. It's
Right.
so much, but there's so much to develop. Obviously, you've done your work. Listen, that was just about as impressive as a match as I've ever seen.
Well, I'll tell you, it's Craig Tulllier moved to Utah a couple years ago for work.
We remember.
And we became training partners. And I have never been one to go to the gym by myself. So he got my ass into, actually, Monster Michael Todd come to the house one time and, my wrist is killing me. And he's like, start doing high volume stuff just to get rid of the pain.
Yeah.
It got rid of the pain, or it started to. And then Craig got me into the gym. And even though Craig's moved back to Louisiana now, I'm still motivated to go to the gym
You've
by
created
myself.
the habits.
Yeah.
You found something you like,
Exactly.
something that works. And guys, that's what I'm telling you. Find somebody you can relate to.
Yeah.
Mike, speaking of Craig Tulllier, we spent a lot of time going up,
Oh my God.
training with him. Bob, do you miss Craig being near you?
I do, of
Yeah.
course.
He's a handsome man. I always miss him. Congratulations to
Thank
Bob
you.
Brown, ladies and gentlemen,
Appreciate
your
it.
winner tonight.
Congratulations,
And
Bob.
the candidate for match of the night. Congratulations, Bob Brown. Wow. Again, we're using wows after wows.
There's a lot of them.
But Michael Todd, you've done something that has impressed not only me, but just everybody to get these matches together, put a production on that. One, you don't have the referees up there choosing who they're going to win. And not that they do, but the rule set seems to suit the athletes. And I'm having an absolute ball. This is good ass time and real killer arm wrestling.
Absolutely. And we're so happy to have the fact that you're enjoying it. So many people out there are watching it live right now and enjoying this. But I'm just going to speak from the heart on that. When it comes to the rules and people changing the rules to try to, please this person or please this, I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to run it the way I want to run it. And this is what that I think is most fair for the athlete. And I think it's the best avenue to display the core of arm wrestling, which is the passion between two people wanting to find out who's best. And I love what Neil did a decade plus ago, starting this. You and I fell in love with the series, and it only made sense that if I was going to do it myself, that I should do it in the same manner that he did. And I'm so pleased with it. And I think we're getting a lot of satisfaction from the people who have taken part in both MonsterFactory 1 and MonsterFactory 2. And I think just moving forward, it's going to continue to get better.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be hard to improve on such an incredible event. Super impressed. Once again, wanted to bring in and talk about Tim Talmadge. Wanted to talk about Luke Pulcher. He took control of a match that could have easily got out of control and maintained it and put the rule of thumb down saying, listen, I'm in charge. Do what you're told or get out of here. And wow, that's all I can say is impressed.
Very much.
Luke, about the match just in between while you guys were talking, and he said that is the closest he'd come to losing his cool, but he maintained it. And I said, you let it go on longer than you had to, but he wanted to see that match go off. Well, now let's go ahead and let's talk about this next match. Pablo versus Paul Talbot.
There's
let's
a
go ahead and see their
40-pound weight
head-to-head.
discrepancy. And I don't think the polls care.
No.
Paul Talbot is an animal. But the man across the table from him just did something super impressive right hand against Eric Gerlach. And his left arm may be stronger. So
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God. We are in for fireworks today.
But Paul Talbot put it out there that he wanted a match. He was ready.
Absolutely.
And he accepted
All right,
this one
listen,
with no thought.
I'm just going to tell you, I came up to Paul and I just laid it out. What are you thinking? And he said, where else am I going to go but up? Pablo, I'm coming to get you. But guys, this is what we need. It's
Have
not
we seen
about
their stats yet?
Yep, they've already held
They
it
already
up
showed
there.
the stats.
Yes,
I
sir.
missed that. I was so excited about the match. I missed the stats.
I'm going to tell you something. Pay attention. Paul on the right, Pavlo on the left. And he said, I'm ready. He's going to do some stuff like Todzilla's done. Jump up to the bigger classes and move up and take on all competitors.
We're about to find out in this first ready go whether this was a good decision or not.
Well, you guys, this might be funny, but no, guys can't see this at home. But look at those shredded calves. What the hell?
Right.
Keep it PG-13, Rebecca. What's wrong with you? Ladies and gentlemen, Paul on the right, Pablo on the left. Left-handed battle.
Back up. Fist. Come on, square up. Oh, you know this. Wrist.
Here we go. Both
Guys,
guys
I'm gonna
look
tell
a
you
little
something. Referee's
unsquare.
Gripping
All
up
back
with
to
Pablo.
referee's grip.
Do you want to cover your thumb?
Michael Todd.
Pablo,
Gripping
you
up
wanna
with
cover?
Pablo
Under?
is just
Okay.
another
I'm
deal
going to start with your
altogether.
shoulders, guys.
He makes you
Right there, Paul.
uncomfortable.
Don't move.
Okay, so
Yeah.
when we
Don't
pulled
move.
left-handed, there was very few lanes
move.
available.
There's not
The
much.
one that worked for me was that
I need you
loose grip,
right there.
hard
Close your
shoulder
thumbs.
press. And
Close your
he
first,
just
Paul.
wasn't ready for that amount of
Don't
pressure
move.
coming straight down.
Watch
But it
him
looks
run
like
back.
Paul's.
Go.
Oh my God.
That's the win, Paul.
Oh my God.
Okay. Hey, listen, I'm in awe. I'm in shock, but I'm going to tell you, we were just talking about what would work, and I was about to tell you, Running out his low fingers is what it's going to take.
They're actually showing that replay right now because we did not
and
expect
for some reason, I thought Paul Talbot was going to press. Now, I just got through watching Keystone States with him top rolling everybody, and he put on a – oh, my God. That was spectacular. That was, just like you said, low hand top row, brought the wrist into the bottom fingers
out,
rolled
and
his
I'm going
hand,
to tell you,
negated that super strong wrist.
100% the right move to do, and he implemented it perfect.
Levin Gasparini on chat saying Paul's hand is dynamite.
I'm telling you, but I'm going to take a moment to let you guys check out this corner. You have Pablo's right-handed opponent, Eric Gerlach, in his corner giving him advice on what to do now. That's the sport that we're in. This is a family reunion get together arm wrestling.
I personally think Pablo has a contract with everybody he beats or is involved with to get him in the corner. John Brzenk was in the corner a little while ago.
You might be on to something.
Or is he that amazing of a guy that he's
wow.
Come on up.
I'm still a little in wow, you know.
Well, let's just see if that was a fluke. We're about to find out. Paul Talbot on the left, coming out of Ohio. Pablo representing Chicago by way of Ukraine. What a phenomenal match. Here we go.
Can he do it again, or is Pablo going to be a little bit more
prepared?
Pablo is setting up a little bit higher.
Yep, I can. No higher, Pablo.
Pablo's changing a lot. Do you see what he just went to? He went from everything low and press it into him. He's posted up, punching the ceiling.
Yes, he is.
He's got a completely different lane. You got to. You cannot warm the same soup up.
About 10 seconds.
It's always going to taste the same.
Referee's grip.
Luke taking charge. You can tell there's a different air going on in the room now with Pablo. I think you underestimated him.
Don't move.
Kind of funny thing. A lot of people looking at Pablo in pictures, and they're like, I thought that was Gennady.
I know.
He does have that.
Very similar.
A little bit so we can get even with it. Back.
Both
Stay there.
very, very impressive men.
Close your thumbs.
But right now, let's talk about the most impressive, and that was Paul Talbot. Here we go in the ref's grip.
Ready, go.
Strap him up. Well,
okay, that's what we expected. After that first explosive top row, we saw Pablo switching for more of a top row outside move versus a containing inside move. And now let's see what happens when you tie these two strong guys together.
I'm already going to tell you, there's no way in the world. If this guy beats Pablo, that he don't win match tonight. I'm just going to tell you, tell us what you think right here, folks. What is match of the night? And after this one, let us know if this is it.
Because this is the last match on the undercard.
Undercard.
It is.
Match of the night. Again, I'm partial to that Underwood fella. But right now, I'm super impressed with Paul. And I'll tell you, Paul's brought some sponsors with him. SMFD Transportation.
Good.
Never Been Beat.
Good.
Angry Bird and Arm Wrestling Entertainment. I'll tell you what. Got to be impressed with guys going out and saying, hey, this is what I'm about to do. Pay attention. And will you help me get there?
Man, I've got Cobra Rhodes over here texting me that Paul Talbot is #gangster.
Gangster.
Andrew Rhodes in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Another Game of Arms original. Talking here at the MonsterFactory 2 in Hot Springs, Arkansas, USA.
Guys, there are 4 matches in the main event.
Don't move.
All right, we're going to ref script. We're calling left Pablo on the right. Paul Talbot up 1 match to Neil. Here we go.
Don't move. Ready, go.
It's kind of a slow start there.
Match.
Yeah,
I think he let
we had
that
a
one
little
go.
confusion in the ready go. You saw Paul wasn't quite ready for that ready
He didn't go.
He probably didn't like what he felt. But we're going to take this opportunity right now to go to the sponsor of this match.
Jim Bob.
You guys are going to know by looking at this beard that I'm heavily invested in what's about to come up.
Hope you guys are enjoying the show. This awesome match is brought to you by Jim Bob Grizzly's Beard Care, which is Marine veteran owned and operated. Valiantly led by the man himself, James Jim Bob Bovian. Jim Bob Grizzly's Beard Care is an American-made and veteran-owned business, starting with nothing more than a want for quality beard care. They spend countless hours perfecting the best beard products on the market with everything from beard oil to apparel. The Grizzly Mark brand is more than just products. It's a brotherhood. Join the Grizzly crew and show off your Grizzly Mark at jbgbc.com. Treat your beard right. Show your support for Arm Wrestling and Jim Bob Grizzly's Beard Care by using code MONSTER15 for your 15% discount.
If anybody's heavily invested in
Well,
that.
there you go,
Monster
guys.
Michael Todd.
Right.
Tell us all
that's
about
the
it.
reason behind the magic
Is that a
of the
gift
beard,
for Hollywood
guys.
Donna?
You've got to show them
What
the
is this?
special
Oh.
inside.
Oh, no. This is
Oh,
amazing.
my
My
goodness.
bad.
I'm
Check
begging.
it out.
I'm absolutely begging.
What?
Man.
Monster Michael Todd. You're looking at the top. You got to look at the top,
Oh, that's
Woody.
his. It isn't mine.
Check me out. This is not you. Get away from my stuff.
Let's get back up there to
Jeez,
the action
Michael
on the
gets
table.
all the good stuff.
It's 1-1, guys.
Thank you, Jim Bob Grizzly Beard Care. Right here at the Monster Factory 2, Hot Springs, Arkansas. We are in a slobber knocker. Paul Talbot on the right, Pablo on the left. 1-1.
Here we go.
Best of 5.
Ready, go.
Strap them up. Here, I think we're going to see this.
Well, yeah, listen. Pablo's not going to try to hold on to the guy again after he got his wrist busted
Wouldn't
round
be
one. He's
the
like,
smart-
I am not
Tell-
going that route.
If you missed it, Michael just said it. Paul Talbot of Ohio just shocked everybody and smacked Pablo in round 1.
I just want to, actually, Marcus Thompson wants us to throw that bonus your way. He says you are doing a great
my
show. YouTube needs to
Man.
stop his limits. He
What?
says.
Listen, he's
I like you,
smart.
Marcus, but
Everybody
dang,
knows.
this guy.
Hey, listen. Even the guy I pulled said I was his hero. Come on, man. Make it known. Hollywood's still alive. Where you
Way
at?
off that.
All right. We are back.
Going tighter?
About to go to this. We are setting up in the strap.
It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
This is gonna okay. So if Paul is comfortable with this start, gets to hit, we get to find out who the stronger man is right here. Round 1, Paul shocked us all.
I'm gonna
Round
say
2, it didn't look like he tried that hard or he missed the go, and he didn't want to wear his arm out from that position.
Let him put him down. Square up, Paul.
There you go. Like anybody needs Michael's head getting any bigger.
I couldn't see it, baby.
It
Now, let's
is
bring it
a
back up.
super
We got a
chat telling Michael Todd.
Ready, go.
Okay.
Oh, Paul's set. He's got control of the hand.
Now this is
He
a
is
brutal
going to be
match.
patient.
Oh,
Brutal
that's
match.
That is
I
not
said
where
if
you
Paul
want
could
to be
stop
with
this
Paul
match,
Talbot.
if Paul could stretch out Pablo's
You don't
biceps,
want to be
this
there with
kid's
Paul
got a lot
Talbot.
of heart.
I'm going to tell you right
Oh
now.
my God! Can he finish? Can he finish?
Patience, Paul Talbot.
Oh, we arm wrestle at our own risk in the Monster Factory. Come on,
Look
Paul
at
Talbot. Be
this
safe,
guy
baby.
pulling
Oh
through.
my God! Oh my
Ladies
God!
and
My God.
Those guys fought to the death.
I love that Hollywood guy, but I'm
He is not getting match of the night.
Right here, hands down. Paul Talbot's the real deal. Pablo.
Well,
just
what
another.
we just saw
Was that
was the guys who are going to get match of the night unless these polls are fixed.
Is that a
This is
2-1?
crazy.
Is that a 2-1 now?
2-1. We're not even done.
To
This ain't
Pablo's
even
way?
close to being
2-1
over.
Pablo's way.
Oh my God.
So here's what we got to talk.
Oh my
A 190-pound man just made this animal work that hard. Holy crap.
Paul Linn in the corner over there talking to Paul. I'm telling you, when Paul Talbot gets in that position, that is his sweet spot. If you notice, when he got aggressive coming through it there toward the end, Pablo had to change direction because if you sit there and try to maintain that, you're going to find yourself in a very bad way.
Did y'all see how many colors his arm turned over?
Dude.
I was running off the back. I was
Rebecca
leaving.
got so scared because the position of Paul Talbot's arm,
Ugh.
I think she ducked
30
under
seconds.
the table. I couldn't see her because I've
30
never
seconds,
been under the
gentlemen.
table, but I think that's where she
I had
went.
Bill Logsdon's son trying to comfort me. He's like, "It's okay." It's like, I don't think it's okay.
Oh, wow.
He's had to
And we
injuries
still
before.
have
He's
more
come
to
back.
go in this match.
I don't know if I can take it.
Are they going to start the strap or
You'll
the slip?
be
Nope,
fine.
they're going to go ahead and slip again.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Continue to vote for match of the night. Mine goes to these two gentlemen right here at the Monster Factory
both
2.
of you.
Paul
Blow my
Talbot on the
fingers and
left,
we're good.
Pablo on the right, up 2 matches to
Square up,
1.
Pablo.
Wow.
Well, I'm guessing back to the strap, and we're going to get right into the
Right
hook.
there, guys. Don't move. Ready, go.
Same suit worn over.
Hell yeah.
Now, I'm going
All right,
to be honest.
gentlemen.
Both of the guys,
Elbows
those
down.
guys, I think we're trying to hold on.
Yeah, no,
I
they're
honestly
trying
think
to
they
get
were.
to it. But hey, again, Paul come cocked and loaded with SMFD Transportation, never been beat. Angry Bird, and
Back
of
up a
course,
second,
Tim
Blake.
Talmadge's own ArmWrestling Entertainment, getting him here and doing their thing.
Woo. Y'all, my heart's still beating rather fast.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. Go check your pulse. You're a nurse. Check it yourself, right? There you go.
No, that's what I got this Fitbit for.
That's right.
There you go. Hey,
Shout
that
out
was
to
an unsolicited
Fitbit.
plug.
They hear all about it if they follow me.
Oh,
Anyway.
okay, I was going to say
Keeps me up.
Fitbit needs to send us some money for that.
We got some people paying attention.
So, guys, after this match, we're going to take an intermission. We'll still be on chatting. We'll read some super chats. We'll talk about some stuff. But we're going to give y'all a moment to hop up and
stretch out a little
go to
bit
the bathroom.
before we get into the main event matches. And boy, if you like what you've seen so far, don't leave. Pay attention, because I see some action on the way.
Absolutely.
Pablo on your right, Paul on your left.
What's going to happen?
Right there, guys. Don't move.
Here we go.
Ready, go.
Don't look, Rebecca. We're back to that color change again. Paul Talbot, look at him.
Paul Linn screaming at Paul Talbot, do not quit. He's going to wear out. Oh, my God. Paul Talbot looking at the camera. He says it's over.
I am just shocked. No way.
Oh,
I
we
don't
got to
think
talk.
so.
We got a referee
Absolutely
discussion.
was not. No, it was not.
No.
Hand off the peg, foul. No way. The hand was off the peg. No.
Great. Tim Talbot stepping up saying, no, sir. This is what
Now,
happened.
I did see the string move. Now, that's either because he pinned him or his right hand hit the string when he took it off the peg.
Well, I didn't. They're right there, and we cannot call a pin from where we're at.
No,
But
not at all.
obviously, they saw a foul, and so that pin did not count for him.
All I know is Paul Talbot looked at the camera and shook his head no.
I want more.
That was a beast of a
I
move.
want more.
Yeah.
Can he maintain that held again?
Well, I've done it. I've been there, and it just takes
Michael Todd,
a lot of want to. It just comes down to I'm willing to let that arm go. You're not pinning me today. You know what I mean?
A big, giant fan of Paul Talbot.
Huge fan.
Wow.
Huge fan.
I mean, who doesn't love somebody in a losing position turning to you and go, punch me as hard as you want. You cannot knock me out. Not today.
That was
Not
crazy.
at the muscle.
Can he do it again?
Go. Again, he's stopping. Is he going to have that position? Paul breathing comfortable, being relaxed.
If he can open up the bicep of Pablo, he has a chance.
Look at his elbow.
His elbow's on. His elbow's on.
Paul's going to start applying side.
Oh, the press.
Oh, an amazing transition by Pablo. That
The
man
press.
earned that win tonight.
Oh,
wow.
my God.
Wow.
I know we can continue the polls, and let's be real, guys.
Okay,
There's nothing.
yeah. I mean,
that's even close.
I think we should
to
just
that.
hand the money to these guys.
I'm on there. Do you need till 10 o'clock? Because that right there just stole the show.
Nice job, guys.
Wow.
Huge.
If you don't know who that guy is, and I'm
Let's
not
get Paul
talking
Talbot over here
about
and
the
talk to
winner.
this guy.
I'm talking about Paul Talbot. Just
Oh, my
impressed
gosh.
the world.
Paul Talbot, let's see this. Get in here and tell me what you were thinking when you were shaking your head. No way.
Paul Talbot, ladies and gentlemen. Paul, what in the heck are you thinking? First of all, jumping out of that little class you live in into the pool of not only sharks, but the shark, arguably,
Right,
Pablo. What happened up there?
I just didn't have enough ass. I mean, this is what it amounted to. You know what I mean?
Banged his hand off that table and went, hey, listen, you better be ready because I'm here to win.
Yeah, he made a little bit of an adjustment and shut down that lane. So I was hoping he'd grab low again and
Changed everything.
Yeah, he changed it all up. So
you got to give him
I
credit.
figure I'm gonna have to grind it out. But yeah.
Well, we was talking a little bit about your journey, and I talked to you a little earlier today, and you said, Don, listen, I've done some great things. I feel like I need to travel outside of the norm.
Right.
I'd like another adventure. What's going on? Is this where you're going to
Yeah, I mean, this is where it's at. So I started out 165s, was the best 165er, 176, 198, 200
You've done it
pounder.
all. You're gonna take your run
I
up
mean,
here.
where do I go from here? I go up, you know what I mean? But
Looks like you got some people believing
yeah,
in you.
yeah. I'd like to thank my sponsors.
I've done it the
Did you?
entire time.
All
you were
right,
up
I
there. I'm
appreciate it.
super impressed with you. If you don't know who this guy is, his name's Paul Talbot, and you better pay attention because he ain't staying heavyweights. He's climbing, and he's looking for action. Paul, congratulations. Good job, sir.
Thanks for making the trip, young man. Awesome performance.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir. God
Thank
bless
you,
We
Rebecca.
will have that guy back, and I'm betting he's going to be one of the top guys for match of the night.
All right, Pablo, back in the winner's circle.
Oh, my
but
goodness.
This was a little bit more difficult.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pablo back at the table, winner's circle again, but you had a game opponent in Paul Talbot. Tell me what you're thinking.
First of all, he is like 40+ pounds lighter than me.
Right, light.
This is incredible. He is so strong. He is so unbelievable.
Now, hearing that from you, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, this guy is right there amongst the men, if not the man right now. You're pulling everybody. You're pulling the GOAT. You're pulling guys that are pedigree thick from around the world. Then you got this little fella coming up 187 pounds going, I feel like it's my turn. I've done everything down here below 200. I'm going to pick on the big guy. Did you underestimate him coming in?
No, I did not underestimate him. I knew exactly we know each other for a long time.
It looks like he introduced himself to you in a real nice way in match one.
Yes.
What was going through your mind when that happened?
Usually my ability of clamping is not bad.
It's not bad. I'm going to say I know that clamp, and it feels pretty intimidating.
I cannot stop him.
Wow.
I mean, literally, woof, out.
Yes.
So,
well, I'll tell you, Pablo, congratulations again. Impressive. I seen you do some things that I don't think a lot of people knew you had in you. You're switching positions, doing techniques, things that get you the win when you need them. You're not just going to sit there and hang on or hope for the best.
Nope.
You went out and took it. Congratulations, Pablo.
Thank you very much.
Winner right, winner left. We love to have you. Can't wait to have you back.
Brother.
Thank you,
yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, baby. You can get back in here and introduce this intermission we're about to take. I think she's coming back. She looks really cute. I'm digging her.
Oh, Lord, shut up.
She's definitely a keeper.
You guys have put too much investment now. You ain't got no choice, buddy.
I know. I'm stuck. 50% off plan sucks.
Well, I'll tell you what. She's a hell of a woman, and I'll tell you what. The world loves you, too. You guys work well with each other. No matter what goes on, I know that there's a lot of time and effort put into this. And, guys, I want to personally tell you, I've been around this sport a long time and super impressed. I want to, from the bottom of my heart, say thank you not only for having all these athletes here, but myself and getting me involved. Michael Todd.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Couldn't be
we talked about it for a long time, and we always had big plans. So
super impressive right here at the
MonsterFactory.
Rebecca, tell us what's going on.
Actually, hang on. There we go. Actually, in just a few moments, we're going to take a break, but I have got to give, guys, we have more partners that we need to give a shout out, and Redcon 1 and 9 Line. They have really gone, and McHenry, they've gone in for the long haul with Monster Michael Todd and the brand, and they do a lot to just keep us moving, keep us on the road, keep us at events, but also help out with this. In fact, 9 Line sent Damon, and he is doing a lot to help out John Scott. So, Michael, with 9 Line, the thing that I'm most passionate about with them is that every part of their proceeds go back to helping veterans and first responders. And guys, we have got that link down in the description. And just like with Black Rifle Coffee, when we give you a code, it's not just to give you a discount, but we want you to use it, because when you use that, you are letting the people know that partner with us that you are happy that they are that they're working along with arm wrestling.
And guys, that's super important. I got to tell you, as an arm wrestler and an athlete for years, I've always ringing the phone, talking to people, trying to put myself out there, make it easier for us to travel. These guys have invested not once, not twice, but they love you. We love them and what they're doing. So, folks, guys, go out there, look at this, buy the product. Guys, what can you say?
9 Line supplied the shirts to all of our competitors and our VIPs. So
Redcon 1 sent out a heap of products, MREs, MRE bars.
These guys
are
veteran owned.
If you're wondering why so many folks are jumping around excited back there, it's probably because they've been tapping into the FUBAR,
Yeah,
Redcon 1's energy drink.
Caffeine.
Oh, I seen that
We used a lot of that when we was on our tour last year. It's amazing. But I'm just saying, McHenry excavating, Michael McHenry, he would have been here tonight, but he's got a little, I think it's pneumonia or something, so keep that guy in your prayers.
Right.
But
Thank you,
so
McHenry
helpful.
Excavating.
Yeah, Redcon 1, 9 Line. Use code Monster20 of both of those companies.
Yes.
Like Rebecca said, it's not just for the 20% discount. It's to let them know that you love the fact that they're supporting arm wrestling. They're amazing. They're 2022 brand partners, and I believe that relationship is going to continue to move forward. We're so thankful and blessed to have those guys involved.
And guys are supporting arm wrestling. Arm wrestlers support them. That's how this is supposed to work. They're not going to continue to do that. Go out there and take a look, if anything, at what they're doing. Some of these guys are veterans. This is veteran-owned. I'm a veteran, so listen, what they're doing and putting the homeless guys up and doing the things that makes a difference for these folks out there that need a hand up. These guys represented the country going to war and battle for us, and these guys know that. They make sure it's known and support them as well. Give them all they can. So go out and support Red Cow 1, Black Rifle, 9 Live, and McHenry Excavating, of course.
Okay, guys, just before we take a few-minute break, so that we're going to take a brief intermission, less than 5 minutes, so don't go too far. Marcus Thompson dropping another 100, saying
Marcus!
A wee bonus for Rebecca, putting up with all the cavemen.
Guys, all the money goes to Rebecca. Listen,
and
trust
Jordanowski. Now,
Thanks, Marcus.
This is a question that I want to help get answered real quick. And guys, again, I'm sorry I cannot read all the super chats. We just don't have the time.
We will get back to those.
I'm probably going to do a separate video.
We'll probably do a video.
Absolutely.
How can I get stronger? This is Justin Strassner. How can I get stronger when my 2 training buddies, Charles Barrett, he's calling them out, and
horrible.
Josh Farrar, are little sissy girls? At this point, we are running out of
no
bands.
hope to get stronger.
Thanks in
if
advance.
You keep training with sissy girls, you will become a sissy girl.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and roll some promos while
support,
this girl
guys.
goes to the little girl's room. And guys, we'll see you back
Here
in under 5
we
minutes.
Go.
Guys, I'm very excited to talk to you about this next sponsor. For so long, male hormone replacement therapy has been taboo. But if you suffer from low energy, lack of libido, weight gain, fatigue, lethargy, I highly recommend you contact Frontline Alternative at frontlinealternative.com. Frontline Alternative are specialists in providing telemedicine services, especially those men and women who need hormone and testosterone replacement therapy. Your first step is assessment of your health conditions, followed by contact from a healthcare professional for a personalized treatment plan. Then you guys determine the regimen of treatment. Once your prescriptions arrive in the mail, the relationship doesn't stop there. They follow up to make sure everything is easy, going well, to set up your next time for labs. Truly is an amazing experience. Women have been using hormone replacement therapy for years without judgment. Why can a man not have that same option? You don't have to accept what is now is what it's always going to be. Contact Frontline Alternative today and be sure to let them know that Monster Michael Todd sent you and support arm wrestling. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. This awesome match is brought to you by Jim Bob Grizzly's Beard Care, which is Marine veteran owned and operated. Valiantly led by the man himself, James Jim Bob Bobian. Jim Bob Grizzly's Beard Care is an American-made and veteran-owned business, starting with nothing more than a want for quality beard care. They spend countless hours perfecting the best beard products on the market with everything from beard oil to apparel. The Grizzly Mark brand is more than just products. It's a brotherhood. Join the Grizzly crew and show off your Grizzly Mark at jbgbc.com. Treat your beard right. Show your support for arm wrestling and Jim Bob Grizzly's Beard Care by using code MONSTER15 for your 15% discount. This next monster is a marketing company partners with brands and influencers to give away badass prizes to their audience. Go Big League's giving away this white 702 horsepower Ram TRX and $10,000 cash. Check it out. Anything you buy from www.gobigleague.com earns you entries into their giveaways. This is a Ford truck they're giving away with $10,000 cash, and they're just getting started.
Oh my goodness.
We are back.
We are back. I don't know whether we can take or how much more of this I can take. That was the
I can tell you exactly some more you're going to have to take this time. We got 4 more amazing matches coming up, and I'm going to tell you, if you like what you've seen, buckle in. It's about to get wild.
Absolutely. So we're just about to head off with the main card. The first match coming up. Oh, are you live? Are we good with Dawn?
Check,
we're
my
good.
check.
He said you're good.
All right.
All right. So the first match coming up, super excited about. Again, saying the same thing. Super excited because I'm just.
Hey, we are.
Excited. You know, but it's Roger Kangingham. I've only seen him on the internet. I've never got to watch him arm wrestle in person, and it looks like a whole lot of energy.
Let me give you a little info. I don't know him well, but anybody that pays attention to arm wrestling can tell you the guy is a absolute freak, intense, wild, and I hear people talking Roger, and I'm like, who the hell is this Roger guy? Then all of a sudden he comes out, takes on Brandon L. Seltzer, bunch of people talking crap, and he bounced that dude, turned and looked and said, keep talking shit, MF this, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. And I'll tell you, I'm a little concerned because he's pulling bad dude and Craig Tulllier. And I'm going to tell you something. We've grown from Craig 30 years. Michael Todd and I, we met. And he's a super impressive guy. But I'll tell you right now, if you say something he don't like, the guy's in your face.
He's different. He's different.
Different ain't the word. And Roger knows that.
Let's see the head-to-head.
And I've already told him.
Let's see the head-to-head.
Get in a fist fight up here. Because I'm going to tell you, it's potential to happen with these two guys.
I want to see how these guys match up.
Definitely have a couple exciting guys for sure.
Well, Craig just looks like a different.
We never saw the stats.
We still got to see the stats, guys. Hey,
no, they're at the table. Don't you call them off the table while they're up there.
Craig on the right.
We'll just have to see the stats in between rounds.
You're going to have to come way down off that knuckle, Roger. It's a tiny thumb.
Oh, Craig Tulllier, just
it's not a tiny thumb.
Different animal.
Smaller
Roger
than normal.
Doing impressive things. Is he going to push Craig's buttons and get him wound up?
I don't know. The
you
kid,
get him pissed off. He's a better arm wrestler.
When Bob Brown met Roger today, he goes, dang, he reminds me of Kevin Bongard. And if he's anywhere near as strong as Kevin, we are in for a war.
Come on.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Craig, as good as it gets, not allowing Roger to take control of the center of the table. It's exactly what he wanted. Craig known for coming forward, grabbing the hook, and pulling back. This is going to work.
The biggest thing we have to be concerned with Craig is his elbow. He does that Louisiana hop sometimes. If he will chalk that elbow up and keep it down,
close your thumbs.
We're going to see a lot of power out of this.
First. Do not
This is going to be 100 mile an hour.
Move. Don't move. No. Oh, one foul. Cool.
Did I hear a growl? That was a growl.
Something. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be.
We're still in the referee's grip, fellas.
You've got two. Well, Craig's never been overconfident. He's been just a person that demands to win.
Right.
There's a difference, and he's just built
Close your
different.
thumbs. Don't move. Don't move. Ready? Nope.
That's one foul there. 1-1. Craig looking confident. He said, if you run into that wedge, mister,
All right, guys, let's settle down and arm
I'm going to
wrestle.
show you a way to lose.
Open up. It's referee's grip.
This is getting interesting already.
Square up. Square up.
Here we go. Here we go.
Culture taking control.
Don't move.
Craig Tulllier on the left. Roger Kangingham on the right. Louisiana versus Michigan.
Don't move.
How excited
Don't move. It's kind of high, right? Open up, Roger. I'm in control here. Close your thumb. Don't move. Ready, go!
Craig Tulllier.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, my.
That's a classic Craig Tulllier right there.
Well, listen, that right there is,
thank you.
Can I say, just super impressive.
It's very impressive, especially after we've seen what Roger has done to the guys like, to the likes of Brandon L. Seltzer.
I just want to give a shout out to Bigley. They are the sponsor of this match. Let's go ahead and roll that because that's some exciting stuff.
This next sponsor is a marketing company partners with brands and influencers to give away badass prizes to their audience. Go Bigley's giving away this white 702 horsepower Ram TRX and $10,000 cash. Check it out. Anything you buy from www.gobigley.com earns you entries into their giveaways. This is a pork truck they've given away with $10,000 cash, and they're just getting started.
Wow, that's a hell of a machine that they're giving away.
I think I would look pretty good in that 702 horsepower TRX. I'm just saying, Dodge, if you are out there, this guy's available.
And so's this guy, by the way. Don't listen to this fella.
Can we see that head-to-head now and bring them back up to the table?
We want to talk head-to-head stats.
15.
We want to see where they're from, what they've done. I'm going to tell you right now, let's talk about machines. And that's Craig Tulllier. And
I'm telling you, he's been very impressive his entire career. Look at those stats. You guys have seen him for a second.
How many times
we're starting in a referee's grip?
Craig Tulllier.
Exactly. I mean, we're looking, like you said, 6'6", huge height advantage.
Got to get aggressive.
Long lever, but when you get caught in that hook of Craig Tulllier, it's a different world. You're going to have a lot of horsepower.
I truly believe I pulled Craig, and if you guys have watched Game of Arms, you know that. Craig is a different animal nowadays. Roger's got to get aggressive, and he's got to change his
he is setting up high right now. I mean, he's a low hand posting style top rope. It's going to make it a little bit more difficult for Craig to be able to turn into the hook, but Craig has a very strong wrist. He's been training it for years, so let's see what happens.
Take a look at Roger. He's doing exactly what Paul did with Pablo. He's going to try to run out those bottom fingers.
Yeah, he is.
Don't move. Nope.
He's trying to force a hook. I just don't think that's the place you need to be.
He was pulling back. I felt you move one foul.
Take it personal. He's gonna get mad. Watch. I've seen him order food from Taco Bell, and somebody say, "Did you want a hard taco or a soft taco?" And he said, "I want a hard taco." You should know that, fool. Just like this guy. It doesn't matter. He's just gonna get wound up. And it's gonna make a difference.
It is.
Pulls
angry. Classic Craig Tulllier
all the time.
Here we go. No fouls, no movements. Let's see what happens.
Close your thumbs. Don't move. Ready, go.
Oh, just too strong. Just too strong.
That's a lot.
Different level.
That's a lot of arm right there. That's a lot of arm right there.
We're talking about a different level arm wrestler. Craig came in here looking like he's put the work in. I've never seen him look so good.
This is the most solid I've ever seen him. Most put together I've ever seen Craig Tulllier. Like you said, we've known him for 30 years. He looks amazing.
I think you're going to find one.
And I think that didn't he just go through a whole bunch of like elbow issues? Like he's gone on a long recovery.
No, I think he's done the whole stem cells. He's done the whole route. Like this man's been through it all, and he's come out the other side of it stronger than ever. Now, I still think we haven't seen everything Roger has to offer here. If he can get a stop and get that confidence, we could potentially see a war. But right now, Craig Tulllier is denying him access.
I'm going to tell you right now, he looks like he's just lifeless. And you got to take it personal, even when you lose. You cannot give up on yourself. Get aggressive, get violent, find something that makes you angry, something that gives you positivity to get up there and fight. Fight for your arm wrestling life right now, Roger. It's necessary.
Again, guys, there are 7,200 plus people watching just on YouTube or our YouTube channel alone. It's being run on multiple platforms. Super excited about everybody that has eyes on this. If you're in the chat, be sure that you click that.
Yeah, how many thumbs up we got?
We've got 4.2 thousand, baby.
Everybody out there, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Guys, I got a call. I know they're paying attention. Our guy, Stephen Green, called us and said, Don, I'm healed. I'm ready to go tell Michael Todd I won on the undercard. On the next one, I'm ready.
All right.
Stephen Green is always exciting to have on the card.
Asking for something he might get himself
uncovered.
All he wants. Right here at the Monster Factory 2. Roger Kangingham on the right. Craig Tulllier on the left.
Here we go.
No.
Roger in a hurry.
Roger wants in there bad, but does he really? Does he really?
I mean, you don't keep walking down the same street you get robbed every day. Find a different way to work.
Ready, go.
Yeah. Craig's just too strong. Ladies and
There
gentlemen,
you
Craig
That was it.
All right. Hot
Gonna
dog.
bring Roger in here. Roger, have a seat, sir. Welcome. Hey, he says howdy. Hey, listen, we talked a little bit earlier. You came in confident with a game plan. You ran into a game opponent today, and Craig Tulllier. Tell us what happened and what you're thinking.
Yeah, so I tried to get in my spot. Couldn't get it the first time. Was going to maybe try a top roll. Missed the goal on the second one. Then the last one, he just buried me. He's just fucking mega strong.
Just he's obviously put the work in.
He's definitely.
Well, Roger, let's talk about now that we know that you got some work to do to get back up to that match, and I hope you get another shot at that. But tell everybody out there what's up and coming for you. You've been impressing a lot of folks, including myself. I'm a big fan. What's in the near future for Roger King?
Just get back to training and hopefully getting another opportunity.
You got somebody that's just getting to you, talking a little too much smack. Going to bring out the king.
He's trying to get you fired up.
I want to see that wild son of a bitch.
I think Ryan Bowen sucks.
Oh, Ryan Blue Bowen.
You have been called out, Mr.
Oh,
Bowen.
boy. That's a big bite right there.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. We can always ask. I'm going to be on a podcast with him tomorrow morning, and I will mention that Roger said, come on, you're the king, and wants to take Brian Blue Bowen and send him on down to pasture.
Yeah, he sucks.
Right.
He
Great.
sucks.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, thanks for making the trip. You
Roger.
still got a lot of after pull to do, man.
You
got a bright future. Just keep your head up, baby.
Thanks, man.
All right.
All right, folks. Bringing in the man himself. Baton Rouge, Louisiana's own Craig Tulllier.
Hey, buddy.
Have a seat. Hey, listen. I feel like we're having a reunion right here. We're kind of all came up together, all best of friends at one time or another in this world, all to see each other do different things. We've seen you leave the sport for a while, had some injuries. So happy to see you come back. And then to look at you today when you walked in, I was like, I'm so proud of you. I call you brother. I love you with all my heart. But thank you, to see you do what you just did against a game opponent, man, I want to know what's next. And are you going to do something that Paul Talbot done and run up and don't worry about weight class? Show everybody that I am the best arm wrestler today. Craig, what's going on with you and what's in the future?
I feel so proud to be here. Thank y'all for having me. This has been a phenomenal journey. My plans are to prove to everybody, I am a lighter guy and I do enjoy pulling the bigger guys, and I want the talent to be in front of me. So yes, I plan on pulling the heavier guys.
Well, I know there's a lot of people you've always impressed, and we've trained each other for years. All of us has, and Craig, I'm just telling you, man, we've got another Monster Factory coming up. I'm going to guess after that performance, you're going to be one of the names that's on the main card. I hope that's the case.
I would love to, man.
Well, listen, continue to do what you're doing. You're and wife are impressing all of us every day. I'm so happy. I know she's happy to have you back in Louisiana after your long journey and work out in Utah, training with Bob Brown and those guys. Are you happy to be home?
I'm very happy to be home.
Well, I can tell you look happy, you look healthy, and we're happy to have Craig Tulllier, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Awesome, brother. Super proud of you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
He's a tremendous athlete.
Absolutely. I mean, he just showed out tonight, too. He showed there's levels to this thing, and he is on a very high level.
You're just doing things that are impressing a lot of folks.
Oh,
I mean, in a violent way, and for you to beat him like that just
My God.
goes to show you. Yeah.
Very impressive.
I'll tell you what. Welcome back.
Rebecca's, you live again, babe?
I am good and I am live again. I actually had on one MRE bar because I was
seen that. I don't mind eating straight. So if you got any more, just throw me some.
They don't want to hear me smacking in their ears. But
Tell you
anyways,
what, those MRE bars and MRE drinks are amazing.
Prove it.
Dude, Redcon, awesome product.
Prove it.
Along with Black Rifle Coffee. Are we already on this match?
Ladies.
no,
Yeah.
we didn't do a head-to-head, guys.
God.
No.
I'm going to just jump in right now and tell you what's going on.
Yo, stop.
No, you cannot stop a match once they
Why can I
started
not?
it, but we need to tell him.
We will get these stats up here as we go. We're going to talk about what's going on. BJ Fokakis won against Hollywood, Don Underwood last time. We got Paul Linn, and he beat the legend, Ron Bath.
Yes, he did.
We are giving these two a chance to continue their success right here at MonsterFactory 2. Winner. We do need those stats up. We'll get those to you, folks. Right now, BJ Fokakis on your left. And Paul Linn, the assassin, on your right. Super impressed with both of these guys. Paul, just like the Talbot and Tulllier, climbing into the heavyweight against what some people are saying is the future best heavyweight in the country.
So should we
Fokakis
talk
is a
about
spectacular arm wrestler.
Paul Linn and BJ? Both were in Monster Factory 1.
just
I know that you were
brought it
talking about.
up.
Yes.
He just talked about it. They're both coming off of impressive wins.
Big wins.
And
BJ, the
let's see what
biggest
happens.
Let's be real.
Well,
BJ
he
had
did
the
beat
lo-
Hollywood, so it wasn't pretty impressive.
Oh, he did. He's a talented young man. I hate losing. Like I'll tell everybody, I'll kick your butt another day.
Do you have a prediction right now before we get this first ready to go? What do you think's going to happen?
Paul Linn? I think he's got too much side pressure.
He is a strong human being.
But my predictions are very terrible.
Go.
Oh, shoot,
Elbow.
BJ.
Second foul.
He just switched it to BJ.
Ooh, Lord. BJ better get wound up. Oh, you owe me some money on that, Junior. That's trademark infringement right there.
60 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, my. We got some time here.
Yes, guys. These guys are in a hurry to get up to the table. In fact, we didn't even get to run their stats before they were running up there. But right now, I want to give BattleBox a huge shout out.
BattleBox.
Absolutely, BattleBox. BattleBox is the sponsor of this match. Go ahead and roll that.
Let's see what they've got.
This match is brought to you by BattleBox, the #1 subscription for camping, survival, EDC, and other epic outdoor gear. All the gear is hand tested by the team of outdoor experts before being included in any monthly box. Receive premium gear at a fraction of the price. Brands like My Medic, Tops Knives, Solo Stove, Kilman, Spyderco, and more. Become more prepared with the outdoor and survival gear designed to get you through the toughest conditions. They've sent out over 1 million boxes since launch. You can see them testing their gear on their Netflix TV show, Southern Survival. Join today at battlebox.com. That's battle without the E.
Let's see these guys back at the table.
BattleBox.
Can we
Yes.
look at your BattleBox,
I'm
baby?
telling you.
BattleBox. This guy's getting all the good stuff. And all
So was
I
that
get,
a win? Did they call a foul and losing? What happened?
There were 2 fouls,
Two
right?
fouls. BJ
Two
won. I
fouls?
gotta tell you, hey, listen.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Paul ran into a brick wall right there, and BJ didn't look like he minded at all. So,
If
listen,
you guys are wondering how these guys are measuring up with each other, we'll throw those stats up right after this match. Go
absolutely.
ahead.
BJ Fokakis from Petal, Mississippi on the right against the assassin Paul Linn. Looks like he's going to change his directions a little bit.
Don't move. No. Come on. That one.
You know what? I've got a match after this. Holy crap.
You better be prepared because you got yourself a battle, too.
This thing's going fast.
A little bit. Come on. Work with me.
Back pressure. I'm getting
Paul up there,
Don't
Paul
put me down. I'll
politics.
make him put you down. Wrist ball. Wrist ball. Wrist ball. Right there. Don't move. Ready, go.
BJ high hook.
Paul, you're on the
Now, this is exactly
No,
what
he didn't. Oh, did you see that?
very
That's what we
hard.
thought might happen.
Now we've got a 1-1.
Yes,
Well,
we do. Yes, we
let's
do.
see.
That's your
This
restart.
is where BJ's going to get a
Wait,
chance to find
It's a
out.
restart.
Come on, BJ.
You've got to
It's a
change
restart. Okay, there was a foul. He was on a runner, so he just got the
Paul
restart.
Linn was on the
So
runner.
we are
Okay.
still up. BJ's up. Still 1-0. Paul,
Luke,
But
was that
gave
off
him a
the
lot of confidence.
was that off the front or what was the deal?
One foul.
if that corner man don't tell him to do something different, you could also see the setup different with Paul.
100%
Shoulder
different,
in,
yeah.
front, left. He's
Full
changing.
commitment.
He's
Full
blocking
commitment.
him. BJ's going to have to get serious
Turn up. Both of you turn up.
and get aggressive. He's going to have to get that hand outside his shoulder, and it's going to be a difficult task.
Wrist, Paul. Wrist, Paul. Wrist, Paul. Come on, both of you. Turn. Wrist, Paul. I'm going to give you a warning, Paul. Wrist.
He just ain't moving it.
Don't move. Ready, go.
BJ took his hand. Paul's just not going to be able to do that with BJ. I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to have to get in that catch lane and pull him right back.
Well, what he just did then was apply a lot of back pressure, fight the hand. If he does that similarly in the strap,
he can't top roll with BJ.
It doesn't matter if he top rolls him as long as he matches back pressure and then out arm wrestles him once a match.
Well, we're about to find out, Michael Todd, right here at the Monster Factory 2 here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. BJ Fokakis up one match against Paul. Paul had a foul, came through and looked real impressive. Changed the confidence level there.
Big time.
So you
Are we
think
bleeding?
that Paul can do something different? Match
We're
back
leaking?
pressure.
Got a bloody thumb.
Got a boo-boo. Where's the super glue?
All right, guys. Elbows down. Let me put this strap on for you.
People leaving their DNA at the Monster Factory. You see
All right,
that?
the first or the last.
Now, quick, Jamie. Let me put the strap on. Then you can get your grip.
So we are not in a ref's grip. We are taking control, keeping everybody fair. Strap applied
wrist position for the strap.
by head referee Luke Pulcher, South Dakota native. Gotta love that. He's invited us.
Yeah, he's from Hot Springs as well.
Tell you to open your thumbs. Don't move. Just
South
let me tighten
Dakota.
the strap. Open your
Hot
thumbs.
Springs.
Open your thumbs.
Now you just about had Don Underwood speechless.
Which doesn't happen.
All right, get your grip.
All right, guys. Fans, let us know what you're thinking. Let's get a poll going here. Super chats as well. Welcome. BJ Fokakis from Petal, Mississippi.
I don't know that I can get it any further down.
Against Paul the Assassin Linn. BJ up. We got a little blood, got a little skin in the game, if you will.
Close your grip, guys.
Michael Todd, tell us what's your prediction here.
Okay, so I don't know if he's going to go up, if he's going to go in, but he's going to keep a very tight arm, a lot of side pressure, apply the back pressure, stop the hit of BJ, and it's going to be arm in arm.
Paul Linn wound up, found himself a positive position, took advantage of it, put some chalk on it. He'll be fine.
If we had any super glue, would be good.
Okay, cut my mic, guys. I'm going to run up real quick.
Athletic tape.
All right, so we got an injury timeout here at the Monster Factory.
Paul, we need athletic
Paul
tape.
Linn broke a nail. He's got a hangnail.
Athletic tape, super glue. I don't care.
He ain't paying attention to my dumb ass.
No, he's not. But you are funny.
I appreciate that. As I hope everybody's enjoying the Monster Factory 2 from Hot Springs, Arkansas. I'm going to reach out and go ahead and say thank you again to Redcon 1, Black Rifle Coffee Company, Nine Line Apparel, and listen,
McHenry Excavating. Those guys are amazing.
Excavating, under the weather. Keep them in your prayers. We'd love to have you back and healthy. Can't wait to see you on the next Monster Factory, which,
December
from what I understand,
17th.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Santa
I might have to
Claus
put
is
on a
coming.
belly. Wait a second. Up too late.
Uh-oh.
I'll keep the beard growing. I'm going to bring a sack of goodies.
I
And
like
we're going to have
goodies.
ourselves
Yeah,
a party. Well,
that'll
you
work.
got all the goodies. Tell
Well,
us a little bit about some of these goodies, Michael.
Man,
Todd.
Black Rifle Coffee hooked these guys up today. We got awesome
Look at the
grenade
mug.
coffee mugs. We got Black Rifle Coffee. We had some espressos. Nine Line provided all the shirts. We got some signed caps here that we're going to be. I don't know exactly how we're going to do it, but
And you said this is some sort of espresso.
Oh, that stuff's awesome. I love it.
I'm going to go ahead and test you.
See what you think.
Right
See
now,
what you
Black
think.
Rifle Coffee, pay attention because Hollywood.
There you go. Let's see the taste test. Does it pass?
Wow.
I'm telling you. It's the theme of the night. Wow.
Guys, this is not
Are
it's
you still
delicious.
bleeding?
And
Okay,
these
well,
guys are doing some veteran-owned guys again.
I think so.
Black Rifle Coffee, thank you. Espresso with cream.
Veteran
Check it out.
founded and operated. We got veteran-owned Nine Line Apparel.
right,
Redcon
gentlemen.
one with the amazing supplements. You saw Mrs. Monster. Well, you didn't see, but you heard her getting her MRE bar a while ago. All I know is this match is awesome, and I've got a match coming up real soon.
Well, I feel like maybe you should have drank that because I feel like I'm a new man.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Black Rifle Coffee.
Roll out.
Here we
All
go.
right, 1-1.
Wrist, BJ.
BJ on the
Wrist,
left,
Paul.
Paul on the right.
Wrist, Paul. You got to straighten. You can't just tell me yep. Ready, go.
Yeah, every time. I'm going to tell you right now, you find the lane just like you did with the legend Ron Bath.
Now,
He is up 2 matches to 1. BJ.
At the end of the day, this is a strength sport. You know,
And he
leverage
might
and height
be
and all those things
strong.
matter, but you got to spend time building that power.
Let's talk about that a little bit. You've given these guys an opportunity. So how about maybe Paul coming again and doing something with maybe Pablo, or having BJ come against this young Gator guy from Hutchinson, Kansas? You've got some
we
options.
have a lot of options. We have a lot of
I
options.
mean, goodness gracious. We got a talent
that's the
pool
thing
deep.
is we're getting so many people who want to be involved. And I told you there's a potential for some international flair at the next event. So I'm just excited to have all this exposure with the community, with everything we're doing.
Well, I got to tell you that was amazing. Again, I'm going to go back and thank Black Rifle Coffee Espresso, and go check it out. They've got some
use
stuff
code
out there. Promo
BRC.
code Black
Use
Rifle.
code BRCC-FIT. Let those guys know that you are supporting arm wrestling and that you're super excited about these guys being involved. It's just the beginning, a huge, bright future ahead of us. If we can keep these people, let them know that we're an awesome sport. We got the fans, we got the followers, we got the demographic. Let's just get out there and show these guys some love.
Well, we've got the talent right now. Paul Linn up 2 matches to 1 against BJ Fokakis. And I got to tell you right now, BJ's going to have to find a different lane. He
definitely
cannot
is gonna have to find a
continue
different
to
lane.
do the same thing with this stud and Paul the Assassin Linn.
All right, Paul, go ahead and re-chalk. Come to the table.
Referee Luke Paulsher calling for chalking up, getting that little wound. And guys, we see it all the time. You get 2 guys chalked up, pressure going sideways, just rips the skin right off your hands. And that's exactly what's going on right now. He'll be fine.
All right, gentlemen.
Coming back to battle against the big giant from Petal, Mississippi. BJ Fokakis. Who's it going to be?
All right, square way up, BJ. Come on. Shoulder in, Paul.
Paul continuing the same lineup. I'll tell you what, he's getting away with some shoulder. He's got that shoulder kicked out.
Warriors. Right, wrist.
BJ, looks like the same setup to me. I got to tell you. Bicep against lat.
Wrist.
I'm going to say lat every time.
Go!
Oh, wow.
So BJ's got to get his back involved. Biceps are big, but that back of Paul Linn is so much bigger.
One for not a runner.
That was impressive. So it was off the back, so that was not
All right, gentlemen, to the table.
Driving off the front. So what BJ's trying to do is just drive his elbow forward and get height on Paul. Paul's just able to maintain. Super impressed right now with this young man. Listen, he's already beat
BJ, to the table.
the legend
One
Ron
foul,
Bath, and now he's taking one of the top super heavyweights in North America and doing something special with him right here.
Paul Linn is the real deal. I mean,
Well, I think everybody agrees with you. I know I do. I know how strong
such a good
BJ
guy,
is. BJ is a top roller. He likes to drive to the ceiling and come high hook. And I'll tell you right now, it's very difficult to do that against this strong man. Paul
Wrist grip,
Linn.
guys. Covered or uncovered? All right.
Referee's grip called by Luke Paulsher.
Start squared up for me, please.
Down referee
Paul, are
Tim
you covered or uncovered?
Talmadge.
All right. Start squared up for me.
We got the amazing Paul Talbot in the corner of Paul Linn.
All right, guys.
Done
Close your
something
thumbs.
special earlier today against Pablo.
Let's go.
these
Don't
guys
move.
they're totally redlined, both of them right now.
Don't move.
Huffing and puffing.
Ready, go!
BJ got the top roll. Wow, I'm telling you what, if you ain't careful, BJ
right, you each have
Fokakis
one
will
foul.
steal your baby. He is a stud.
Okay, so the foul that time was on Paul.
Looks like they slipped straight
All right,
to the
guys.
strap.
Elbows
There we
down.
go.
Let's put the strap on.
We got
Still
no
the referee's grip,
fouls.
fellas.
We're about to find out if this is going to be a 2-2 match
Keep that down until I get the
or a
strap.
3-1 win for Paul Linn. Blood all over the strap. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, go ahead and pull it over there.
Just showing this is
Close your thumbs.
super impressive match by both of these athletes.
Stop pulling back.
So there's a foul on each. They're in the ref's grip. Guys, they cannot have any movement here. For those of you that are new that are watching at home, when you are in a ref's grip, he's putting on the strap right now, but once he goes to set the grips,
One foul.
they may not move from their shoulder to their fingertips.
And you've got two complete.
We don't want this thing to end up out.
Different techniques. Absolutely. Nobody wants to see a referee decide a match. And again, this is not up for match of the night, but it is definitely could easily be one. This is a heck of a battle. David versus Goliath, if you will. Paul just a little smaller. BJ running about 340.
Yes, I am.
Paul's sitting about 240, 100 pounds difference. Who's it going to be?
Ready, go.
BJ, big top roll. He's got to sit.
Watch
use
that
his
elbow
leg.
call. Watch that
Side
elbow
pressure. It needs to be
Watch that elbow
sideways.
call. Oh, he's off. He was
I'm going
off.
to tell you right
Damn
now,
it.
we got ourselves a match.
We sure do. Paul went.
BJ is feeling good and knows what he's got to do.
For those of you watching at home that could not see, perhaps
We got 2-2.
we have 2-2, but Paul just barely went off the back right before the pin.
All it takes, and I got to
That's all.
disagree with you. I don't think he got to the pin. But that's
why I said just before the pin,
nonetheless, we got a 2-2 tie right here at the Monster Factory. Oh, my goodness, Rebecca, another incredible match.
I'm telling you what, when Michael was setting up some of these matches, I was like, I don't know, honey, what? That's like a David and Goliath. Well, it is
It
like a
is.
David and
But
Goliath.
I got to tell you, we've had this conversation, and weight class arm wrestling is great. But when you put two really talented arm wrestlers on the table, you get yourselves a battle. You get yourselves a war, and that's what we've got right here with BJ Fokakis and Paul Linn. Monster Factory 2. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise in the Monster Factory. I hope they're having as much fun as we are.
And guys, I want to thank you again for all the super chats. I cannot read them because I don't want to break up the action actually of
Gentlemen,
the arm
to the
wrestling.
table.
But I sure appreciate it, and it will be used to put on another one of these great events for
Well,
you. And we know the date now,
I
don't
got some
we?
good news for you.
What's that?
We're about to find out who's going to win this.
Yes,
We
we
are
are.
2-2. So right now, that means best of 5. Whoever wins this one. And I got to tell you, BJ is on his favorite side.
He is, isn't he?
Wow. We've got ourselves a fight and a damn good one.
You got to try and get a grip, BJ. Yeah, ref grip.
All righty. We're going
Both
to the
of us
rest
covering
break.
still.
Well, BJ's found something working for him. He's running right back to it.
That rest grip.
Cover.
Well, you know, I was talking to BJ before. He's not one to go to the gym. You know, he owns a restaurant. He's not. He's
Yeah,
not
he
a
is
gym guy.
busy working though.
But
running his
he
studies.
told me back in the back, he's changing direction. He's about to find himself a fit lifestyle and do some training. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Paul on the right, BJ on the left.
Open up, open up. I'm saying like you're. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Don't curl your wrist when I close your hands, Paul. Close your thumbs. Close your thumbs. Don't. Nope. Open your hand, BJ. Paul, if you let me finish, I swear to God, I'll take my fingers off your fingertips. Elbows down.
Luke taking charge once again.
Close your thumbs.
Both want
Don't
it so
move.
bad.
Don't move.
Curl in.
Foul.
Damn
Another
it.
foul
Come on,
for
Paul.
Paul. That's 3 in a row.
Come on, Paul.
We do not
Then stop
want
doing
this thing to end in fouls. Luke,
Elbows down. Close your thumbs.
he's going to close BJ first.
Paul, do not move. Don't move. Ready, go.
BJ got her up. Hold on, BJ.
That's a pin.
Oh, he had
saw it
control.
go
I
down.
disagree.
That's a pin.
I disagree. Yeah. He says no. He wants a protest. BJ Fokakis calling a protest. Calling a protest. We need to go to the video. Rebecca, this is the first one of the night.
Yes.
Now, you have implemented a rule here. You put some stuff down, and I have to agree with him. He had hand control. I don't think that was a pin. We're about to find out because we're going to instant replay.
Right. And guys, this is not for the viewers. at
Athletes
home.
back. Get the 2 referees over there.
This
Get
is-
in your corner. BJ, please get in your corner. We're going to let these guys figure it out. They are as good as it gets.
Yes. So the replays is for the referees only to be able to check their calls should they need to, and if they need to be
We get a
reversed,
chance
they
to
will.
see it over here. BJ, big top roll, side pressure, control. He did not have a pin. That is a restart. Rebecca.
No pin.
That's
into
what
the
it
strap.
matters.
Absolutely.
Good job, referees.
John,
ladies
are we
and gentlemen.
able to throw that
We're
up
about
in?
to get down. Thank you so much.
Now they're going to go ahead and let us see it while they're getting the straps ready.
Hey, listen,
right, gentlemen, to
I
the
couldn't
table.
be more proud of what you guys did. Pay attention to what's
Elbows
going
down and
on.
relax while I put on
Ladies
the
and
strap.
gentlemen,
Let's
they
not waste
called
any
it a
energy, fellas.
win.
I'm going to have you keep that off till I get you strapped.
Big top roll. Side pressure by Paul Linn. BJ hand control. No way.
That was
above
above the
that
pin
line.
line, guys.
And BJ doing the right thing and asking, come on, guys. Let's call it right. Take a look. And he got what it took.
For you competitors at home, if you do not agree with the call, you do not leave the table. Denise
That's right.
Waddles taught us that a long
Yeah,
time ago.
don't go to your friends. Let them say, hey, man, you should have this and you should have
No.
that. You do it. It's called a protest. BJ done it just right. And I'm going to tell you again, guys, easily another amazing fight.
I didn't say you were fighting. All right, guys.
Good for
Grab your
BJ.
legs, square your shoulders.
And good for Paul. This is a great matchup. Who's it going to be? BJ Fokakis, Pedal, Mississippi.
This is it.
Paul
This is
Linn
it.
got one foul, too.
Ready, go.
Big hit. BJ
Come on,
setting it
guys.
up.
Watch your
Got to
elbows.
drive side pressure.
This
BJ
guy.
looking comfortable. Paul just sitting downside. He's got a foul. His hands off. He's got a foul. His hands off. His hands off the peg. His hands off the peg. Winners of BJ. Oh, my goodness. We got a second foul.
Winnie,
I'm going to tell you right
He
now.
was holding on to the
winner.
tabletop.
Your
guys.
hand was off the
Yes,
peg at the
it
pin.
was. It was off the peg. It was off.
And he
Wow,
had
your
that.
winner, ladies and gentlemen.
DJ's the winner.
BJ Fokakis.
Okay, if you would cover that rule for those folks watching.
Absolutely will. Put your hands together. My God.
See, you can
what
see
a
his fingertips are
battle.
way off. His fingertips are way
Yeah,
off.
he's way off. Come here, Paul. Sit down. I'm going to show you what's going on, big guy. If you could run that replay back for us, have a seat. Hey, oh my God, one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting here with the assassin, Paul Linn. Well, I'm going to tell you right now,
But he just wasn't.
this David and Goliath stuff we got going on
Nothing
is
we need to look at the
phenomenal.
video for.
Let's see that
I
video
don't need to see
replay.
Don't make me relive a bad memory.
Well, listen, I'm just going to tell you,
I-
we're so
I
thankful
thought
to
I did,
have
but
you.
I didn't.
I'm up here and I'm in the match screaming, I'm a big fan of you. I'm a big fan of BJ. Tell me what your plan was going in against this monster.
I
And
got a hooky.
let's see what we got going on. You went back and then again, we ran back off of it again. Unfortunately, bud, you got your second foul, but congratulations. You got your battle wounds. Anything coming up for you?
East versus West 5, no opponent.
I might know a guy that's going to be there. So we're going to get a chance to spend some time together,
Okay,
Paul.
let's do it, baby. Let's do
Listen,
it.
I'm so proud of you. Congratulations, one. Ain't no loser in that match. Good job, buddy.
No. Hey, thank you all again for having me over.
We're going to
I
see you
appreciate the
plenty.
opportunity.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Don.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the table, the big man from Pedal, Mississippi, BJ Fokakis. Oh, wow. Come on, sit down and tell me a story. I don't even know where to begin. First of all, you're a giant man. I'm a huge fan. You're a great human being. You got a guy stepping up out of your weight class and giving you all you wanted. Tell me what's on your mind.
All I want is that's putting it nicely. I've known Paul, me and him started about the same time. And, he's a lighter weight, 100 pounds less than me. But, twice, 2 or 3 times stronger, in case you didn't see that. But he's top-notch puller. I'm not sure he's not even a better person.
Right.
When Michael called and asked me would I be interested in pulling him, I was absolutely, yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, I think everybody's impressed from both of you. You ended in a foul. We all hate to see that, but I'm going to tell you right now, victory, well earned, super impressed. I'm glad you changed some things up there to figure out what to do against that powerful young man. BJ Fokakis, is there anything else you want to let us know?
No, just basically, there was no chance of going
inside. In
inside.
the near future, what's going on with you?
Actually, I was just for the last 4 weeks, I've been training for this match. So
you trained
going forward. I'm actually going to train a little bit. So my next is training for a while.
Tell us about your company.
What do you mean?
What you own a little business?
Coney Island. Yeah, I own a 100-year-old restaurant in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and
Luckily, I was blessed to be a part of that. My father passed away about 4.5 years ago, and I've been running it ever since then. So,
well, listen, we appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, you ever pass through Petal, Mississippi, stop by and see this big guy, B.J. Fokakis.
absolutely. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, listen, I don't know what's going on, but where's Michael Todd at? I'm a little confused.
Since you didn't want to talk to me that long, they put me on the commentary.
Listen, you're better looking than I am, and I can't have that.
Hey, let's not go too far.
Am I good? Wait. Oh, so Paul, you're going to fill in for Michael.
Is he sick?
Holy Mother, it's time.
What do you mean it's time?
Where is Michael?
He's doing his ritual.
Well, apparently he needed a potty.
Damon, go get Michael. It's time.
Did he have to go to the bathroom and change something important?
I don't know.
Or was the match so good that he beat himself?
A huge shout out to our
Where is he? What's going on here? Oh, they're looking for it. There's Damon there. Okay. What's he doing?
What is he doing?
What is he? We'll take a second here to figure out what in the heck.
What are you doing? Stop playing games. Let's go.
It's just Todd Hutchings. Huh. Paul, I got to tell you, super impressed.
Thanks.
Are they getting him in here?
Ugly man.
All right, they found him.
So we found Michael Todd. Apparently, he's out.
Holy crap. Holy crap.
Nothing more important than the matches.
Well, let's look at these stats, guys. So a lot of people think that Michael Todd is weighing in at 280 pounds. He is not. We actually just weighed him in the other night at 268. Do what? Todd Hutchins asking me if I want to corner
He
him.
was asking you out on a date.
Nah.
Todd Hutchings, Michael Todd. I'm going to tell you right now, one of the biggest matchups for a big place.
Y'all, this is no
North
joke.
America. Who's it going to be, Paul Linn?
I don't know. And I think what's interesting is a lot of people see this match and they see like a light heavyweight versus a super heavyweight. But like Rebecca just said, Michael's lean right now. There's probably only about a 20, 30-pound weight gap.
Well, speaking of lights versus supers, we just seen you do that. We also seen Paul Talbot earlier against Pablo. So it's becoming what's stylistically good matchups. Right. Who do you got in this match?
Man, I do think that Michael's style has given Todd problems in the past. But this version of Todd is super serious.
I'm watching Todd do something similar to what you was doing. Set down on your elbow, getting a lot of lag, getting a good angle. I think Michael's expecting to flash pin him. Can he get his hand outside his shoulder,
right,
and get that press involved in here?
The real question is, a lot of people just see
Here
Michael
we
as
go.
a King's mover.
Don't move.
Ready, go. And he's looking fast now that he's leaner.
Oh my God! First of all, Michael Todd may be the fastest guy in the world when he wants to be.
Right.
All right, gentlemen. But I just seen a very strong Todd Hutchings said, "Oh no!" And not only that, he slowed him down, but he looked very powerful doing it.
Right.
Oh my goodness!
Hands down, palms together, folks.
And again, the significance of this match is big time.
Huge.
One,
close your thumbs.
This is for number one in North America.
Right.
Take Devin out of the picture. North America. This is for USA.
Right.
So Michael Todd Hutchings for the spot of number one.
Hold on a second. Let me tell you now.
And arguably,
there you go. Now you put your finger on it.
And everybody who's watching is seeing Todd Silla as a middleweight or a light heavyweight. The guy's not. The guy's a super heavyweight powerhouse.
Seems like you're kind of following him a little, Paul. I have a feeling that this is the path that you're on.
I mean, I started the same age he did. Obviously, it's a lot of years on me now. But yes, he's definitely
Square your
somebody
shoulders,
I
okay?
try and emulate.
Elbows on the
Well,
pads.
we got Todd on the left, Michael Todd on the right.
First.
Here we go.
Todd Hutchings set up real high, knuckle high, side pressure engaged, back pressure as well.
Michael sitting down on his elbow,
Yep.
looking like he's expecting to have to do some defensive arm wrestling.
Yep, I see that riser coming.
Right there, guys. Don't move. Ready, go.
Here's where it's going to be win or loss. If Todd can get a pin without
We're looking. If you got a stopwatch, start it now.
Right.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at a long match coming. Michael Todd can sit there all day long. Todd Hutchings can pull all day long. Let's hear it, folks, in the poll. Who's it going to be? I think Michael Todd stops you right there. He'll tell you, if you can't pin me, you can't beat me, you're going to see a transition.
Well, we're watching the hands get slowly higher.
Michael
Center
Todd
still being controlled. It's still neutral on Michael's side.
Watch elbows going forward. Todd changing his lane. If he runs out on him, I'm going to tell you, Michael will start bumping him up.
Yep. I will see it almost
Stop.
cover Kingsley.
Elbow off the front of the pad.
Okay.
Michael in total control. In my
One
opinion,
foul. Yep.
he's where he wants to be. Todd looks strong, but I'm going to tell you right
Okay,
now,
guys,
we're going
get
to
your
find out
Right.
who the Stamina King is here tonight.
Yeah, one foul, Todd.
And in Michael Todd's history, he has had trouble with the Kingsman.
Todd
Fingers,
Hutchings,
Mike.
Toddzilla. Michael
Turn,
Todd
turn,
on the
turn.
right. He's going in. Michael Todd is
Start.
starting
That's
press.
nothing. Come on,
Watch.
guys. Relax.
Oh, not now. He
Not
changed
yet.
it.
Go.
He changed. Did you see the press setup? He was getting ready to come in and dump him. I don't think.
Right here, Michael just needs to be patient.
Drive his riser will continue to rise.
Yeah.
Watch. Todd will move his elbow forward.
So this was the question I had. If Todd can press
He doesn't
across
have
to
it,
Michael,
yeah.
and I don't think he has that flop wrist.
Mike is back to his old self.
Yeah.
He changed some stuff going in against Gennady and Rivas. And I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
Michael Todd is back to Michael Todd. Watch. Oh. I don't know. Maybe you should definitely a pin.
Was it? Which
Little
angle good?
early, 100%.
Yeah.
That was a pin.
He wasn't
Toddzilla up
patient.
one match to Neil. Listen, it ain't even close to being over.
No.
Early transition. Yeah. Todd was prepared for it. He did the right thing. Hey, guys, this is going to be everything we expected. Wow. Absolutely. Wow. We got Toddzilla up one match to Neil against Monster Michael Todd. Switch sides, gentlemen.
So we saw
that is definitely. Oh, they're going to the replay. I'm going to tell you from my view, we got a pin over here.
I agree, but if they have the replay,
well, that's what replay's for. Right. Michael Todd is protesting. It's going to have to be something you can see. If it's even close, we're going to get the pin.
So we saw when Michael
Winner,
was
Todd
East versus West 4, we saw him face Rivas and Gennady, and both of them used the flop wrist on his side of the table. And it was a big question about, is that legal and everything else. But I wondered coming into this match if Toddzilla has that in his arsenal. And it seems like he can pull without his wrist, but you rarely see him with his shoulder behind.
Well, here's the thing you got to ask yourself. You know, both you guys, these guys can pull.
Yeah, 40 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Who wants it the worst?
Right.
I've known Michael Todd 30 years, and I've never met anybody that wants it more than him. And I got to tell you, I'm impressed with Toddzilla all the time. But let me tell you something. When somebody knows, like he'll tell you, and I'll say it again, if you can't flash pin me, you can't beat me.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Toddzilla just proved that wrong.
Yeah.
Can he do it again?
When you recap that match,
I know.
I think a little bit of that pin had to do with Michael just being a little bit too impatient.
Look what's going on. You got the gorilla, got the match next, coming out of the forest.
No.
Yeah.
Going
30
to talk
seconds,
to
gentlemen.
Michael a little bit about what to do. And I'll tell you what, I think he needs to be concentrating on his own
For
self.
sure.
And
For
the
sure.
GOAT.
Get a
It's
replay,
hard
and then
when
I'm
your
watching my
trading
watch.
partner's pulling and you want to be engaged. I know what that's like.
You know, it is. It really is. And like I said, I mean, being an old dog myself, trying to come back, it's tough. These guys have been in the game a long time without a break, and it's showing why they are as good as they are.
To the table.
All right, we got down ref Tim Talmadge, head referee Luke Pulcher, Michael Monster Todd on the left, Toddzilla on the right. Paul Linn, here we go.
I know. I'm very interested to see how this out of the strap interaction goes.
Well, you can see, I'm looking for that big flash press for Michael.
They're both
No
going
warnings, no nothing.
Just put him in the strap.
Well, I'm
I
going to tell
think
you
they
right
would
now,
agree to it.
It wasn't
Listen,
even
I
on
know
both
Mike.
sides.
And I'm going to say, I'm going to go with my boy Michael Todd to take this thing. You just got to believe him when he says, I want it worse than the other guy.
I'll tell you what, though, it's hard to root against Hutchings.
You like
the tear that he's been on.
Such a phenomenal
I
dude.
like both guys.
We love them. We love both guys. You know, I've got a lot of history with Michael Todd.
Yeah.
I want to see him get back to his losing ways. Todd's won the last three. Michael's just been on the opposite train.
It's due, right?
Well, let's see if Michael Todd can derail Toddzilla.
Watch the elbows on the start. Come on, guys. Elbows down.
Luke Pulcher calling him right now. Let's get busy. You know, we've talked to Mike a little bit coming into this match and maybe a little overconfident.
Right.
He says it's just Todd-zilla.
Yeah.
What's that? When you hear that, what crosses your mind?
The question is he saying that for himself to hear it, or does he believe it?
Michael Todd believes. I'm going to tell you something. I've known you a long time, and that's one unbelievably confident guy.
Well, I tell you, he's had the opportunity to train with Mr. Hutchings a couple times.
I was here.
Recently. Yeah, you were there.
You were here just shortly
I
after.
came right after. Yep.
And I'm going to tell you what, Todd had some success with him and learned a lot.
Yeah.
But again, Michael was in a transition of changing techniques.
Mm-hmm.
Michael looks like he's back to his old form. Now, if he's patient, if he just slow down a little bit, got a little excited.
Just stop it.
Here we go.
Right there, guys. Don't move. Ready, go. Stop. Elbow, front of the pad, elbow foul on top.
I told you he was coming in with that press.
You knew it was coming sooner.
And he'll do it again.
I didn't think it would come this round. I didn't read it in the setup.
Tries to sneak it in like a wolf sitting in the tree line in the shade. And that sheep coming just a little too far.
He's got to come back.
He's not going to load with you.
Well,
That press,
Todd's going
he
to
didn't finish, but it was close.
You're going to see it again.
Yeah.
He'll sneak it. Look at
right
this.
away.
He's going to do it again right now.
Turn.
He's going to do it again right now. He's set up
He's
for
not pulling. I've got my hand
Bullshit,
right
I'm
here.
doing it.
I know you're doing it.
No, I'm feeling it.
Turn. Ready, go.
You know what? That transition from the flop to the king got him a better position. That's 2 fouls.
Elbows down.
2 fouls. Winner, Mike. I'm telling you something right now. I don't think he was in a position to come back for that.
Yeah.
Michael Todd.
You know what's so interesting about the that slamming into the
gotta
press
do it.
and then rotating back out.
Did you see it?
It loosened the strap.
Did you see it? He gained so much leverage, loosen the strap or not.
Yep.
That right there is the key to victory.
Look how high his hand was. He was all the
my
way out.
God.
Todd's
It
finger.
drove it so far down, and it literally loosened that strap up and give him the leverage he needed. What?
Yeah.
Didn't pin him yet.
I'm surprised he went right back to it. I mean, it takes some balls to go right
I
back to
honestly
it.
think you're going to see it.
We might see it again.
Every time if it's going to end up in that result. Why wouldn't you? If it ain't broke.
Yeah, we're not fixing it, right?
That's right, babe. Corey West coming over, giving some advice. Again,
These
needs
guys
to
are
focus
looking
on
for
his
20
match.
seconds.
Todd Hutchings' arm was like twice the size. when he
Isn't
started
that
this
just
match.
ridiculous? Yeah, I want to be great again, but these guys are so far. It's a lot. It's like every time you get better, they're just getting better themselves.
The sport's evolving.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to keep working my lips and my jaws and see if I can't become the greatest announcer of all time and be involved this way. I just love this sport. Love watching you athletes. Being one myself,
Understand that. I'm not looking at that.
I'm going to continue to arm wrestle.
Absolutely.
I
Don't you
love
go
this.
anywhere.
Don't move.
Todd.
Ready, go. False start. One warning.
Now, that's the look that scares people.
Yeah. Todd
That's the one that says,
Elbows down.
I got this. I've never seen Mike do that.
Watch that front
And
edge.
get beat up on in this
One
point
warning.
of a match. He's
Yeah,
confident.
I'll tell you, I was in his corner for East versus West 4. I just feel a different energy today. Maybe it's
Tell me what you see different about Michael
like
Todd.
his body language. Just he's exuding an aura of like.
You worry about your
I don't like it when he laughs like that, regardless.
Turn.
I've seen him do it with Devin, and I've seen a bad outcome.
Turn. Ready, go.
Michael Todd is on
Godzilla
a
switched up
mission.
there. First,
All right, guys, elbows down.
initiation, he was coming forward.
You know, you don't see a lot of emotion, or it's hard to read Todd because he's such a killer.
Yeah.
It's like a trained assassin, not to take it away from you, but he come to do a job, and it's a job. He's going to go home. And he's going to do his daily routine.
He's a different type of dude. He said, like, you know, the way he goes about training, the way he goes about life, even his sense of humor is just different. It's hilarious.
He's different. You know, but I'll
one
tell you what, super nice guy.
Absolutely.
I think everybody loves him. If you're not a fan of Todd Hutchings, something's wrong.
Right.
He's come kind of the same journey as you guys and Tulllier and Talbot. He started sub 200 and worked his way up to this position.
Well, I love
And
it because his
he's
story
about-
started the same age mine did. So it's easy to look and say, okay, this is the guy to track.
He's about 2 or 3 wins
Hold the
away
turn.
from being the next opponent for Levon Checking.
Isn't that
Close your
crazy?
hand, Mike.
At 225.
Oh, it
Ready,
won't.
go.
There it is. There's the transition. Now, that was a lift. That
Big
was a
elbow
big
hop.
foul.
One foul, one warning. Elbows down, guys. I'll just tighten the strap.
We do not want
Todd
that.
Zilla, he controlled that transition a little bit better. The first time we saw it, Michael was A side. That time, Todd had him B side.
Well, it looks like he's going to try one more time.
One warning.
I'm going to tell you, he's going to hit that driving top roll. Yeah,
I'm
Michael
not
Todd's
started
gonna
yet.
come around this.
You guys are fighting for no reason. Close your fingers.
Go back to Todd. That's it.
Ready, go.
That's it. What's the round count?
Hey,
I'm
listen,
losing track.
I don't
It's taking so
know.
long.
That's 2-1.
Okay,
And I don't know if you read his lips or heard what he says, but there's a title called BMF, and Michael Todd just said, that is who I am. And I'm going to keep it PG-13 for this crowd out here. Michael Todd is the BMF and the monster, proving that he's back, and my God,
I'll tell you what, a lot of people had Todd Zilla picked.
Everybody. There's a lot to it. I'm the exception.
But Don, isn't that what makes the sport beautiful? Just because this puller beat this puller and that puller, it doesn't mean that they beat the next one. It can be stylistic. It can be based off of the condition that person's in that day.
Let me tell you, I was having a conversation with Ryan Bowen, Aussie arm wrestler, and Jonathan Thompson, a.k.a. Uncle John.
Yep.
And we were talking about next opponents for Levon, and they're spitting this guy and that guy. And I said, I'm going to slow you guys down. And I'm new to that podcast, but I'm going to say, don't forget about Monster Michael Todd.
Right,
and they're like, well, that came out of left field. And that's what blows me away. The guy tries something new a couple times and fails, and everybody gives up. This guy is a freight train, been running forward. Why wouldn't he
going
be
away?
next? Why couldn't he be
saying things like if Michael
Wrap
loses this
him
match,
up.
what happens next? What do you mean what happens next? Michael earns his living off of arm wrestling. Michael moves forward and takes another match.
And right now, he's 2 matches to 1 against Todd Zilla. And boy, let me tell you, that's a big, bad place to be. Unbelievable. Production crew just doing a fantastic job here at the Monster Factory. And again, got to thank Red Cop One, Black Rifle Coffee Company, Nightlight Apparel, and McHenry Excavating. Just truly amazing.
Slide this strap this way a little bit.
We're just blessed to have Paul Linn. We're going to keep him through the end of this broadcast. Listen, Paul, again, we've talked a lot about what's going on. Can Todd Zilla continue to be the guy he is in his undefeated streak against Michael Todd? He's down 2 matches to 1.
Well, regardless of this doesn't look like what we know now. It's not going anywhere further than this. But still speaking on Todd Zilla, based off of his body work, his age just doesn't matter. He's going to continue this path for a long, long time. And that's what I love like in North American arm wrestling. These guys are ageless.
Wow. Jesus. Come on in here, Todd.
What a match.
Come on in and have a seat with us. Truly blessed to have you, my friend. Hey, you just had a battle with the guy you've known for a long time. Tell us what's going through your mind right now. Yeah, a little bit, right. It's proof in the pudding. Super impressive. You had some advantages early. It looks like he changed direction, started to press, and seemed like he'd run out of it and get a good position on you. Do you feel like that was the case?
Well, I was expecting a shoulder roll, so I needed to be in there, but he was good enough at turning me over. There's a geometry problem when they're that tall, you know. So once my palm turned up, it was hard to stop it.
Did you learn enough today to fix that problem?
Yeah, at this level, sometimes I got to pull somebody 2 or 3 times before I'm confident.
Well, I'll tell you, the polls had you winning today. Some disappointed. Todd, I'm going to tell you.
That's more of a popularity thing than a skill thing.
We are we're great big fans of yours. We love what you're doing. You impress us every day. What's coming up? You've had 3 wins in a row, and you run into this. Tell us where you're going. I think we're going to see it East versus West.
You'll see me in Turkey, and you'll see me in Detroit.
Looking forward to it. Todd, another excellent pull.
Good to see you, Don.
Hey, Todd Zilla, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
Great job, Todd. Great job, Todd.
Here we go. King of the castle in the house, ladies and gentlemen, Monster Michael Todd. Hey, listen, He said it's just Todd Hutchings. Michael Todd, you proved a lot of haters wrong. You came out, did what you said you was going to do it. You did it in dramatic fashion. Tell us what's going through your mind.
Todd felt very strong. He felt very strong round one. His hand felt very strong in the setup. I was hoping to just expose him, cup him, and just run through him. He countered very well. Then he went, we slipped, went up top. Then once I secured, open top row, I could feel him fading. But I could also feel me. There's a few points that my elbows are going crack, crack, crack. Because he's got so much side pressure, and I'm in that open top row. I'm like, crack, crack, crack. I'm like, oh, shit, this could go the wrong way. But I could feel my transition was there. Oh, yeah. I just mistimed it.
You came in a little bit early.
First one. Yeah, and then he went to hit, and I pulled it back out, but apparently he pinned me.
He did.
So I was like, all right, that's cool. That's one.
Michael Todd.
But I knew I'd put enough on his arm so that press was available. I didn't have to pin him in the press.
Right.
If you guys notice,
The
I hit him in the
shoulder roll
press.
transition. We were talking
100%.
about it.
I hit the press. We go into a secured hook, which I felt comfortable, but I'm not an idiot. So then I rode out of it. And once I rode out, I had hand high. And he was done at that point. I love the dude, but that arm wrestling, I've been doing this for 32 years. I'm more than just a King's move. I'm in some of the best health of my life right now. People say you have to be massive, eat like shit to be strong.
Well,
I'm a bad motherfucker right now.
The bad motherfucker himself.
12-second delay. Got to edit
Monster
it out.
Michael Todd. Listen, I've got to know. You've dealt with some losses, trying to change, transitioning back to the guy that I know.
The guy you know.
You run up to a heavyweight guy, try different techniques. It just didn't work. But everybody in the world gave up on you. Right, quick, and had Todd winning. Now, what does this mean for Monster Michael Todd? Are you the guy to go against the king of the world in Levon Shagan?
I'm going to go ahead and tell you. So I did have a bad run. I was very prepared going into Devin. Some things happened that, things happened.
Right?
After that, I did have a horrible case of COVID. I was strong. I thought I could fight through it. Oh, I'm back. I wasn't back. I had nerve damage. I couldn't access my riser, couldn't access my pronation. Then I tried the whole pancake protocol, and I was going to get massive, but then I didn't train heavy. So they're not necessarily excuses or actual facts that happened, but they took me off of who I am. This is me. This is Monster Michael Todd. I'm in very good form. Now, as far as Levon is a big goal. Levon is a big goal, but I've said this to several people in the last couple of days. You don't have to be stronger than Levon everywhere. I don't have to beat him in 10 areas of strength. I don't have to beat him in 8. I just have to beat him in 2. If I can beat his riser and his pronation, I deny him access to those other 8. Am I the guy to do it? I think it's possible.
Well, guys, tell us what you think. Everybody around the world, let's talk about what you want next for Michael Todd. We're going to see some big things coming out. Monster Factory 2, unbelievable card. You just beat Toddzilla. And I don't know if it's going to get no better, but we're about to find out. Thank you, Mike.
Corey West versus the GOAT.
Woo!
Let's go. Now, Don, what do you think about this one? Big gear shift.
Well, I got to tell you, they're at the table. You got the GOAT on the left, the gorilla on the right. I don't
Corey's
get everybody.
Up right
everybody.
Now. He's got to be turned up right now. The match has to stay on his side. If John can stop it, we're going to see John's pronator go to work.
Well, John has got a massive,
straight to the strap,
massive hand and back pressure. Gains in most people.
Pronation is
we got different. Corey that just came from pulling one of the best armors in the world and giving him all he wanted.
Absolutely. A win on Krasny. Here's the problem right here. John has the pronator engaged. A lot of people ask me, what's the difference between John? It's that full wrist flexion and hydraulic pronation that he's engaging right now. And Corey has to hit.
Look at John taunting him.
Turn your body and get up, Corey. Put your shoulder up.
He's got to change direction. Elbow foul. Hey, listen. The public knows.
Yeah.
John Brzenk came out of retirement just a little over a year ago.
He got to get the strap.
I'm going to tell you something right now. John Brzenk may just do something
John Brzenk
that is look at the guy.
He's a bad man.
Well, he
You
might
guys,
be
I
the
just-
next guy.
He
He might go ahead and whack Devin. He might be.
That's
I'm
all
still dead.
on John, right? It's his choice how far he wants to go, because I think he would tell you
Let's
right now
watch.
he's only partially committed. That's the scary
Is
part.
his cardio
57
going to be
years
a
old.
problem? You look over at Corey the Gorilla. He's sucking wind too. Both these guys
That
look like
age.
they just had a race around the block, and they
That
haven't
age
left the
versus that
month.
weight.
You guys, John redlined all that. I just hope that folks
Yes,
at
he
home
did.
saw that he was everything he
Well,
had.
I'm just going to
I want
say,
to see Corey with the strap on, nice and low and really tight.
Yes,
that's what I want to see in
Well-
this match with Corey not having the buckle. I hope he can get there. If he hits hard, John will let him slip.
so what did we have? An elbow foul losing position. Looks like they've changed sides. So
yes,
that's what we have. He thought he was pulling his elbow off, going to get a restart, and he got educated.
Yep.
John Brzenk up 1 match to nil against the Gorilla.
It's hard for me not to yell and
No.
Coach Corey.
And
right
and
now
that's the thing.
because it's hard. I love John.
I
I can't root against him, but Corey
I don't
is
think
that new
anybody's
guard.
mad. We can talk about it. I scream. Let's get involved.
Yeah.
And guys, it's just
I love
truly.
the setup right here, but I wish the strap was on.
Well, it's up. Corey can make that real easy
He's
if he
gotta
just
hit
hits
hard
hard.
and keep his shoulder.
He's
on
got to
top.
just drive in that. And I'm going to tell you something. The problem with Corey is he's got one lane he's good in. He's not training them all.
Not on his right. His left is so much more versatile. I tell you what, that's a bad left arm. His elbow's on. That's it.
There it is.
He's got to rotate John's pronator. Stay up. That's a pin. And we
Corey
just
got
saw.
a win. Wow.
We just
We
saw.
got one.
Other
to
than
one.
Chance Shaw, is that the first North American that has pinned John?
I think it may be. I want to give a quick shout out to Black Rifle Coffee. They actually are the title sponsor of this match, and aren't they happy
Black
to do so? Let's
Rifle
roll that
Coffee
promo,
doing their
John.
thing, but so is the Gorilla Corey West. Just done some. Paul Linn.
Guys, I want to give a huge shout out to our title sponsor, Black Rifle Coffee. Black Rifle Coffee Company serves coffee and culture to people who love America. As a veteran-founded and operated company, Black Rifle Coffee Company is committed to hiring 10,000 veterans to provide opportunities to the military community that's helped build them. As a matter of fact, they're offering a buy a bag, give a bag, support the troops. Now through July 31st, when you buy a bag of coffee or you join the club, they'll donate a bag to those who serve in our country. Go to blackriflecoffee.com, show your support to the troops and the arm wrestling community, and use code BRCC-FIT.
Well, let's just get down to it. We had a North American that's done something that nobody's done. Corey West, we just said he's going to have to figure something out. Damned if I don't know about you, but you see the transition, not once, but twice, to get the pin on the GOAT, John Brzenk. He done different things, and I just got impressed. I've always worried. But John, will he dig a little deeper? And
John
again, he's got the
initiated.
wedge.
Who's got the runner? That's a pin. Who's got the runner?
We got an elbow foul. We got runner.
Who's the runner? Who's the runner? It's
Holy shit.
Corey.
Corey. Todd is wound up.
I'll tell you what.
Michael Todd over there
I'm
chopping
going to
at
ask
it.
you something.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you both something.
All right, gentlemen.
I'm going to take control right now. What does this mean? If Corey wins this, do we see dad versus the son? Gorilla versus the. What else is there?
You know, these guys have both said they're not in any hurry to pull each other partners. Corey's not
At
there
some
just
point
yet.
time.
But yes, it will
Here we
eventually
go.
happen.
When you're a true training partner,
Go. John's smart. This is where history, knowledge, experience all comes in. Paul Linn, he just caused the slip.
Yeah.
What's going to happen here?
Well, I honestly, so this is the good side for Corey. But if Corey pushes the heel of his hand forward, what he's doing right now, it's a little supination, and we get that strap really tight, it's actually going to protect his containment even more. What do y'all think about this shit?
Michael Todd interrupted the broadcast saying, what do you think about this?
So guys, I'm taking a lot of shit on here because I said that Corey was not there yet. Corey is not there yet with Michael yet because they train together. You must understand.
No, there's
that.
a different type of relationship when you have a partnership with somebody who's so close in talent, but at some point in time, if this guy becomes two in North America, you've got to do it. And it's going to.
Oh, it's definitely going to happen.
It's going to bring a lot of attention to the Monster Factory.
Definitely, it's going to happen.
These two guys doing what they're doing here, guys. Get your train tickets, bus tickets, get an Uber, get down here to the Monster Factory, and try to get on this train.
Well, you turn.
Will the straps make a difference, Paul Linn?
I think they will. I don't like Corey doesn't have his pinky wrapped
Wrist, Corey,
completely. That's
Corey,
a little
quit
bit better. I
Right
like
there,
that.
don't move.
He can drop down
Wrist.
when John's pronated and slam his shoulder.
Right back to the hook.
Okay.
Yep. Stay on the pad, Corey.
Stay on the pad, Corey. Stay on the pad, Corey.
Runner.
Let it
John's
go.
got the pronator in now.
You,
He's gotta
runner.
lay down now.
No.
I already had a runner.
Stop.
Wow.
Two runners.
He did.
Why would I keep pulling?
You didn't have a runner in this go. You had a runner in the last
No,
go.
he did. He did. He did.
All right. Then winner.
Well, I've never seen someone.
Okay, I didn't. You must have called it. I didn't hear him.
Gotta take our hats off.
Corey just called the foul on himself.
Well,
He's
they
like,
called
the
the
law.
foul. The foul was called, but he
It's been a long
reminded
damn
him.
day.
So here's what he was saying. He's on another runner. There's no reason for him to pull.
Right.
His second runner, so that's second
That's
foul.
the foul. Yeah.
You got to stop. He done the right thing, keeping himself in this match. John
What are we
Brzenk
at right
just
now? Matt said it's 2-2.
match is
2-2.
2-2.
Yes.
Goat versus Gorilla.
Round 5.
Hey, Corey West got the side he likes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, guys.
Who is right?
Corey's already killed the
It's gonna be a long
stakes. The stakes were 6-0 against him, or 5-0
Mike.
against him. Yeah.
I'm sure a good bit of money came in on that too.
Top roll shirt wiping down the Gorilla, ladies and gentlemen. Got a new line coming out. So don't throw that on the floor. That's quality merchandise.
Yeah, Don, you just take your shirt off, and
Right.
wipe the sweat off.
And
Hey,
you
where was
can
that
get
when I had my
your
bloody thumb? I mean,
you
that
can
was-
get your top
add
roll
some
shirt
bodily
at
fluids to that.
armsportentertainment.com.
Oh, I know,
Ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen.
All right, gentlemen.
That we're going to auction off because it's got the Gorilla.
Some better cards.
Gorilla.
Gorilla sweat. Gorilla.
Better show than the Monster.
Gorilla sweat.
He's so
Right here,
excited.
we're taking bids on this top roll shirt, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
sound like Travis right now.
Hey, all
What's going on
proceeds
eBay?
go to veterans. Who's it going to
John
be?
is loading
Wrist,
back hard.
Corey
He's
on the
our
left.
top roll. Oh,
Oh, no,
Hey,
he didn't. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
that was the right.
ladies and
Oh, my
gentlemen, we've got an upset.
I'll tell you what, Tom. There.
That's
I-
3-2.
That's amazing. The part of me didn't want to see it happen. The other part of me desperately wanted to see it
Well,
happen.
I'm going to tell you
I don't
something.
even know what to think right now.
You know, just because John loses this match, you got to remember this guy's sitting on the couch for 5 years doing nothing a year ago.
Well, let's not focus as much on John losing. Let's focus on the fact that dude right there is a bad, strong, untop rollable beast. We saw in the 5th round, John totally committed to pronation and back pressure top roll, and we saw Corey just shut it down.
Why are they still hanging out? Is this?
It was 2-2.
Right.
I thought it was 3-2.
Now it's 3-2, right?
I thought it was 3-2 because
What was
Isn't
it?
that 3-2?
2-2.
Oh my goodness!
Boy, I'll tell you what.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm all confused.
We are a little ahead of ourselves.
2-2.
You'd think we were excited
Wait, that
to
was
see
the runner?
the gorilla
Who
just
had the
get
runner
down
there?
and get dirty.
God, I'm lost.
I'm so
Hey,
fucking lost.
listen, we got counselors that can help you, young man. Listen, we'll help you get home, fella. My God, listen, we're just speechless
who has the
right
runner?
now. Rebecca, we're speechless right now.
Totally speechless.
Your boy, Corey West, in a battle, and I'm going to tell you something right now. I've never seen John Brzenk suck and win, redlining like he's doing right now against this guy. Top roll shirt going back to the floor,
I haven't seen his,
taking
his top
care
roll
of the
shirt.
gorilla. All right, we're going to auction that off, and we're going to donate the proceeds
I'm going to tell you guys
to
something.
these veterans.
Just some inside knowledge, and not everybody.
Inside.
John called us, and John said, "Hey, I'm not expecting to win this." I said, "John, you're full of shit.
Here
There's
we
no
go.
way."
Well, we're about to find out. We're
I
tied
think he
2-2.
must have saw some.
Goat versus Gorilla. John Brzenk versus Corey West.
Oh, okay.
There's the John
No.
Brzenk that we want to see.
Pronators engaged though.
Driving.
Stay on the
Oh,
path.
John Brzenk.
Let it go, Corey. Let it go.
Putting it on.
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, John, get over here. I got to have some goat sweat. Hey, Bob Brown, give me some goat sweat on that shirt.
All right, gentlemen, elbows down.
We're going to have a little bit of everybody.
Dry him off.
57-year-old John Brzenk is in
yet?
such good
Wipe
shape.
him off
We're in
no
90
matter
degree
what. It's
garage
going
and
to
he's
the
not
hey.
sweating.
These are for the veterans. Get that top row shirt dirty. Goat versus Gorilla, as good as it gets.
I'm serious. That's crazy, Don. It's probably 80 degrees in here right now with all the
it's
body heat.
easily 95.
And John, at his age, is not even sweating.
Well, let's
Either
not
he's
talk about
dehydrated
John
already,
Brzenk,
or he's
'cause I
just
believe he's
not
aging.
human.
and that just kind of goes to show you. You got Todd in his mid-50s. You got John Brzenk in his late 50s. And these guys are world-class athletes.
Yep.
It's never too late, guys. If you start this, you want to do it, get you some.
I'm just going to tell you, Michael Todd just had his 49th birthday.
That's what I'm saying.
Now his
He's
wife
looking
is 25.
Yeah.
And Rebecca, you look like you're 19. Good stuff. Nope. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the deciding match.
Good there.
Final match.
Yes.
MonsterFactory 2.
This is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, I hope you love and enjoy this entire event.
Guys,
Get
we will
around,
have
Corey,
Michael back
get
over here
around.
on the mic after the winners are interviewed, just to wrap
Let's get
it
your
up.
grip.
And
Go
then
ahead.
about 15 minutes after we wrap up, we'll be opening up a link for members only to watch the after polling here in the Monster Factory.
Corey West,
Square up,
2
Corey.
matches. John Brzenk, 2 matches.
Close your hand,
Who
John.
wants it more?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. I think
John
John.
suck and win a little more than Corey.
Yeah, the question is, does that experience
Ready, go.
really come into play? John controlled center, and his
Watch that
pronators
elbow.
engaged.
Watch that
John is
elbow.
dug in.
He is totally
Wow. John is so committed. Oh, that could have been an elbow.
Corey,
on
you're on a
John.
runner.
John is dug in. Holy crap. What a match. Hey, Don, I wanted to win my match of the night, but I don't know.
Well, first of all, if you're in the main event, you don't have a chance.
Oh, okay.
So you very well could be in the running again.
That's
ladies
the
and
match
I
of
gentlemen.
the
think
night.
I'm going to say
Get up
Michael
there.
Todd just lost match of the night.
You go on up there. Oh my God. Paul in, we just seen something. We're talking about an athlete, 57 years old, that was labeled the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Said, I'm done with the sport. Just defeat a guy that was in a match with one of the top 5 heavyweights in the world just 2 weeks ago and win.
Yeah.
What does that say for John Brzenk in the future?
I mean, every time we watch John, we're watching history. If Corey would have pulled off that round 5 win, we would have said we're watching history. But even with that outcome, we're watching history. Unbelievable.
I'm going to tell you, we're going to bring in the gorilla, Corey West. Corey West, grab yourself your headset. Listen, you got an opportunity to do something, one, to be on the table with the greatest of all time. Not only that, you showed the haters out there that the gorilla is for real. Tell us what's going through your mind right now. Is a lot of joy? Are you disappointed? What's going on?
Man, I'm just glad my shoulder held up and I could make it interesting. You know, I didn't know what to expect.
And interesting it
You know,
was. Tell us about the transitions. Early in the match, John had a little bit of control. You had some lane issues. We noticed you jumping into the table, turning your body, finding new lanes, getting some height, and getting the wins. You're the first athlete in North America to get a win on this guy.
Man, I wish I could have figured it out round 1. I think I kind of gave that one up whenever I had my full, my full everything, and he kind of stuck me, and I let it mentally just kind of stop me.
You're the first person we saw in a hook with John be able to control his pronator.
Yeah, I'd have loved him to keep trying to go outside. That was awesome. Let's just keep doing them like that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hindsight's 2020. Let's talk about your mindset coming into this. Where was you at before the match started?
Again, just, hoping that my shoulder wasn't more serious and that it would hold together.
I'm assuming it did.
It did. It doesn't even, it's a little stiffer than it was before. I'm sure it'll suck tomorrow a little bit, but it didn't affect me any. Obviously, I had good side pressure, even in the lanes that weren't really great at times. My hand was good. I knew that was going to be there.
Well, Corey, I got to tell you, you're a young and I would say up-and-comer, but you've grown over the past couple of years. I've got to travel some of this journey with you. I think the entire planet is super impressed with you. We're so happy for your win tonight. I know you lost 2-3, but I don't believe it was a loss. You've done something all of us wish we could do. What's next for you? Do you have anything in mind right now? Did you want to say anything to your fans out there?
Yeah, no, I mean, like you said, you know, you can look at it one of two ways. Yes, I just lost 2 matches in 2 weeks. But really, you know, 99% of people probably thought I couldn't win either of those matches, no matter when they were, how far apart they were, or that I could take a round, or that I could make it interesting. It's a loss if you want to look at it that way. I think it is going to benefit me more than anything.
Well, we talked enough about it, Corey. The people who know arm wrestling, like really know it, really know your level. And if you didn't know, a lot of the people who didn't know really know now. And that can happen in a win or a loss. This was an unbelievable performance.
I like it, and I'll put it a little bit more dramatic. If you didn't know, you know now. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together worldwide with the Gorilla.
Hey, good stuff, bro. Super proud.
Wow. Unbelievable job, my friend. Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop right now and stand up and give you something you deserve. Ladies and gentlemen.
Give them a standing ovation.
Wow, just phenomenal. John, you know, I don't even know where to begin. I've known you for many years. I've admired you as an arm wrestler and as a guy. You've done something today that was a task for anybody. Tell us a little bit about your journey back. You retired from the sport, and just like I've done it, it's just never enough.
Yeah, 2015, I decided that enough was enough. I had some shoulder issues that were keeping me up at night. And I had done pretty much everything I wanted to do, and it was keeping me up. So I decided, I'm going to just take a break from arm wrestling. Of course, I felt like I could officially retire. I could officially ignore it, but I always kept it kind of in the back of my mind, like it'd be fun to do something maybe when I'm 60 or something. But as it turned out, I started a little earlier and jumped back in this last year, and it's been a fantastic journey.
Well, you jumped in both feet. I mean, let me just tell you, we wouldn't expect anything different. We had some doubters. What can he do? You took some big bites out of the world of arm wrestling. You ran into a couple walls that were a little bigger than you could climb.
Yeah.
But this right here, one of the biggest up-and-comers potentially.
Up-and-comer, he's arrived.
I keep saying,
he's there.
I'll tell you what, guys, that man's got an incredibly strong hand. If his hand was a little bit bigger, he would be undefeated. I mean, I think he would go up against Lamont. I mean, his hand and wrist are just unreal.
Well, they're both.
He's got to be the guy.
They're both very young. John, you got the win today. We all know that he's an incredible young guy.
I don't know how. I really don't know how. I avoided a heart attack, just barely.
We noticed.
Barely.
But I'm going to ask you one or two more questions. Let you get out there and get yourself some rest. What's next for John Brzenk?
I'm going to East versus West here in 4 weeks, pulling Ungerbayev. And 110 kilo guy, so the lightning fast, fantastic top roller, looking very much forward to it.
Has done some amazing things. He too took some time off, had some injuries, coming back. He's given Levon some fits. He's given some people some real major losses that we didn't think he was going to do.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to pull him.
I think it's going to be a wonderful match. Ladies and gentlemen, the GOAT himself.
The GOAT.
Thanks,
John.
I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Thanks so much, man. Good to see you. Welcome back. I'm going to get some sweat either way. Right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Putting Mike back on here.
Oh, my goodness. Bring Mike. I want you to stay here with us, Paul. Michael, come back in here. And let's do a little review. Rebecca, just wow. I'm going to give you that. You just never stop doing wonderful things. Come on in here, Rebecca, and join us. I want you to come in here. Michael, I need you to Paul, don't you use my shirt. Don't you clean that up. Get out of here. Now I got Paul Linn sweat. I can't make money off Paul Linn sweat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, Paul Linn, thank you so much. Wonderful job. Well,
All
listen,
right.
we got the king and queen of the Monster Factory here. Michael took in his win. Corey in a battle of greats.
Oh, my God. So, okay, I'm obviously biased, but this card was ridiculous.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm just saying. I think we just held the match of the year right here in the
oh
Monster
my God.
Factory.
That match, no one has made John Brzenk work like that
No.
since he's returned.
No.
That's why he's the greatest of all time. John Brzenk came out of being top road with the best King's move without a strap I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
It was amazing. It was
Well,
amazing.
and
Well, Michael Todd, let me ask you something. Are you excited at all? Obviously you are. I'm being a smart ass, but listen, I guess we have.
You're leaving?
Pretty soon.
Oh, dude, no way. Thank you so much.
You need to stick around so I can smack him around a little bit now that he's vulnerable.
God bless, brother.
Todd Hutchins headed out, but listen, let's get back to the card. Monster Factory 2, we had Monster Factory 1 was an incredible gathering, only to see something of this caliber, adding the GOAT, adding yourself, adding Todd Hutchins. I heard this card, happy, first of all, just to be involved in it. But this is another level. This is East versus West level. This is quality, high caliber arm wrestlers best right here in the USA and Hot Springs.
Well, like I said, we were very lucky to bring John on board. And the thing is
From Enid Live.
Yeah,
They're
from
amazing.
Enid Live. And the thing is, he said he has told us it's only going to get better each time. And with the people that we have backing us, Nine Line, Redcon One, Black Rifle Coffee, who
McHenry
are
activating all these companies.
already signed on for Monster Factory 3, which, by the way, we just had to change the date to.
We just
December
had to change the date from December 17th to the same day as Washington State, December 10th.
Boy.
So that means Tim Talmadge will not be our down
Well,
and possibly Luke Polster because he's going to be at that event. But they're going to do their pay-per-view super matches in the evening. They're 2 hours behind us, so we may have an hour earlier start time. So we're going to run them both. You're going on December 10th. You're going to get an exciting day of arm wrestling. You're going to watch Tim Talmadge and them do their thing. You're going to see Monster Factory 3. The reason we have to do that is the Olympia is December 17th in Vegas, and we got collabs to do.
Wow,
Yeah.
you guys are putting me in a position to figure
he has
out
to
what
figure out where he wants
can
to go.
I do. I'll tell you what, we'll all get together and find out what the best opportunity is for all of us to be successful. Even if I have to do one from somewhere else and go ahead and come in, I'd love to do it remotely, no matter who we decide to do with, okay? That being said, we got some great things to talk about, and that's match of the day.
Match of the day, guys. I'm going to be posting.
Let's
that.
talk about it. I don't. Do
I
we
know we
have-
want to do a poll, but I think they're pretty clear. But
listen.
Rebecca, I'll
I
let Rebecca
promised
make
a
a
poll.
decision. Rebecca's
I
doing
promised
a
a poll.
All right.
I promised a poll. You guys are not going to decide. It's obvious to me. I guess this is where we find out
Ladies and gentlemen, it's up to you.
if the viewing audience gets it.
If they see it the way we see it.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you my pick for Master of the Night in the undercard.
Donna, my match.
Obviously, Pablo and Paul Talbot.
Yeah.
Oh, my
obviously.
God.
There is no
Now,
other option, in my opinion. I think that
As
is
much as
absolutely
I
right.
enjoyed your match, that match was great.
I am old and broken, and I hope that I can get fixed. I need a mechanic that knows arm wrestling. Where are you?
So moving forward to the main card, I feel like the Paul, Linn, BJ Fokakis was an amazing match, but I
Gross.
stepped out, so I had to mow the yard. So I
Yes.
didn't get to see it. But I'm obviously super biased in my amazing performance against
Very-
Todd Hutchins.
if-
But there's nobody. You cannot
Nothing.
argue. We just saw the best match of the year.
Right here.
John Brzenk, greatest of all times, versus the Gorilla, Corey
Corey
West.
West.
Epic battle. Some of the best arm wrestling I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
Watching John Brzenk take on that gorilla of a human
If
being.
anybody watched that and did not enjoy it, they are not an arm wrestling fan. Sign
Well,
off.
and they don't
now.
understand arm wrestling.
Yeah.
What you just saw was perfection.
This is professional arm wrestling at its best, guys. I'm going to tell you something. You let the referee get in there and you let the arm wrestlers decide who the winners was. I watch matches. I commentate matches around the world. And, guys, I think this is the formula for the future of arm wrestling, and I hope to be
We are glad to have you on board, Woody.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Like I said, we've talked about it for years. This was not even on purpose. We didn't expect this.
No, we
and this
didn't.
is just the beginning. What is possible now of Monster Factory arm wrestling? The sky's the limit. So I'm so thankful for all the people that came on board. Obviously, Nine-Line Apparel, Redcon 1, McHenry Excavating, but our title sponsor this event, Black Rifle Coffee, Battle Box, Jim Bob Grizzlies, Frontline Alternative. Dude, who was the other amazing one that we had?
Jim Bob.
I can't think right now. Frontline Alternative, Jim Bob, Battle Box.
It's right
going
there.
big lead. Oh my God, 702
Big lead.
horsepower Ram and 10,000 cash. How can
I'll
you forget
take
that?
it.
These guys are awesome. They believed in what we were doing, and I know they're going to be more than satisfied with what's going on. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to let the Mrs. take over from here.
All right, guys, we are going to wrap it up. And
We're
again,
going to have
thank
a
you.
party.
Thank you. Yes, we are.
Hang
Thank
on,
you.
we ain't done.
Thank you so much for the super chats. As I said, we will use those going forward, helping out with Monster Factory 3. Super excited about that. Again, if you have not become a member yet of this channel, you want to do so now, because we're about to put out a link on the community tab for members only to watch
This whole
after
party.
pulling.
We're going to bring
whole
out a
party.
few more
So what you're
tables, have
telling
some
us
arm wrestling.
is you can't watch this unless you're a member. So let's tell them how to
Members
do that.
only perks. Yes. So
So I'm going to give you a little breakdown here, because a lot of folks were having problems on another event going through their app trying to join a membership. Well, you got to go to your desktop, go to your search engine, type in, get up there, hit the membership tab, and join up.
you just click on join.
Can you do
guys.
it via your mobile?
Yes, you
Okay, I
can do
thought
it
you
through
could.
mobile. You have to go
Fixed.
in through Safari. Open it up in Safari.
Open it up in Safari, just like you're on your desktop. Do what Hollywood said. Become a member. Check out this party. Thank you all for the support.
Thank
we
you all.
Are
Thank
out.
you,
Mrs. Todd. Thank you, Monster Michael Todd. Ladies and gentlemen, Hollywood Don Edward from the Monster Factory. We're out.
Signing off, guys. You've been awesome. Thank you.